Hello everybody, I'm wolfing down a protein bar because I've been editing and videotaping for 20 hours. My pants are falling down. I don't want you to see my ass. I'm literally inhaling this protein bar right now. You could all talk in the chat. Give me 5 seconds to swallow because I had no time to eat. No. Let me cuff my shirts while I spit out protein bar trying to talk. Hello, Ninja. Just so you guys know, the reason we're jumping on like early, just in case we hit the 30 minutes, I have to go to Wildwood. You guys have seen me do this before. But this is, oh, Tealbert, thank you for the art. I never wrote to you, but I used your art as soon as I found it yesterday when I got home from work. That is thanks to Tealbert, the new art of Caleb on the episode for the live stream. Trying to swallow my bar. I was just going to talk about that star. I will read the comments, but I'm briefly perusing them. Literally, the earthquake in Jersey happened 15, 20 minutes from where I live. I was up till 4 in the morning. I had to get all this stuff done because I'm leaving for Wildwood at 8:30. I could possibly stretch it to 9 if we need to, but I'm doing it earlier today because it's like an hour and 45 minutes of episode 110. And if we do the 111, which I'm assuming we are because we're already to 25 likes, I need to be out of my house no later than like 8:45, 9 o'clock. I got to drive 3 hours to Wildwood. Tomorrow morning is the yearly meeting that we do before the season opens because of the condo that I have down the shore. We rent it out for the season. And if I don't go to the meeting, it costs me $250. They charge you $250 if you don't attend the meeting because it's like mandatory, but not if you pay $250. So I'm leaving like immediately after this to go down. So that is why we're jumping on early. I wanted to give us plenty of time to see and do what we need to do. I still have a protein bar in my mouth. But last night, I was up till 4 a.m. getting all my work-related stuff done that isn't YouTube Patreon related. And I was like, I'll just sleep till noon, get up, do 6 hours of videos, or give or take, and then jump into this. The earthquake rocked me out of bed at like, I think it was like around 10:15 is when it happened. I literally woke up and I was having like a nightmare. And I always have nightmares, so I'm used to it. I just fight my nightmares in my dreams. But I was dreaming that I was back, and it wasn't related to the earthquake because I woke up several times in the night and I was dreaming. This is my ridiculous nightmare. I was dreaming that I had to back my truck into a parking spot that was perfectly like slightly bigger than the size of my truck. And when I got in, like people started attacking me and I was stuck in my truck and I had to like climb out of the roof because there's a little like sunroof type thing in my truck. And I had to like climb out of the roof and I was fighting dudes. And then I literally was having this nightmare and I heard Coco run into the closet and it woke me up and my whole house was shaking. And I've never experienced an earthquake in my life. And the first thing I thought was, this is a freaking earthquake. But I'm like, this can't be an earthquake. I live in New Jersey. So the first thing that came to mind was like an explosion because I live by rock quarries. Where I live, there's like a lot of rock quarries, shit like that. So I've had explosions happen before where they have rocked the ground. And like I said, 10 minutes away from my house is a major rock quarry. So I started thinking maybe there was a massive explosion at the rock quarry or like a gas station exploded or something. And then within 5 minutes, all my friends were like, earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. And I'm like, holy freaking shit. So everyone's okay, obviously. Nothing like, I mean, I'm sure way worse things happen all the time in other places. And nothing got damaged. Like nothing, my house shook. I originally, the first thing I thought was my furnace exploded because I have a new furnace, but I have a ranch and it's on like 3 acres and it's a massive furnace. So I was like, oh my God, did my furnace erupt or something? Like I was trying to think of everything under the sun because I'd never experienced the world shaking around me like it was. And Coco got freaked out. It was insanity. There's never any earthquakes here. Can't imagine how it feels. And it's funny because Michelle, my ex-girlfriend that you guys know from back in the day, she lives in California now. She was like, the 4.8 you experienced is like the average, if not like nothing compared to what she experiences where she lives in California, like at least 2 or 3 times a year. So she's like, you finally got to experience what I started experiencing 2 years ago when I moved to California. But I was like, I ain't about that. I'm like, I'm pretty like solid dude when it comes to like bad shit happening. And I was like, oh my God, I feel powerless. Like I am somebody that always likes to have control of a situation. And I was like, if this was serious, I don't know what the hell I'd do. Coco went running. I couldn't find her for like hours. She went hiding somewhere. It was chaos. And then I'm like, well, I'm already up. Might as well start my videos. And I did from 11 o'clock to you saw me 5 minutes ago chowing down a protein bar. I did 6 hours of reactions, so I didn't have to worry about this weekend because I won't be getting home till Sunday from Wildwood. And now I'm almost scared to go because I'm driving 3 hours to the Jersey Shore and my condo is on the water. It's literally like I could throw a rock into the beach from where my condo is. So now part of me is like, I know it's probably a whole lot of nothing, but I'm like slightly concerned about traveling and staying overnight at the beach when a earthquake just happened in New Jersey for the first time in my life. I mean, the next closest one was in like the 1700s, they said 25 years ago there was one close to what I experienced, but I honestly don't remember it. So it probably means it didn't shake like it did because I feel like that's something I'd remember. But now that Jay is hyper as shit and just ranted for 2 hours, Jay, can I pass an idea by you? Everyone was looking forward to tonight and the first hour of next episode. So can the video be the first hour and the Patreon be Star? You read my mind. I was already going to say it. So Star just saved me an explanation. That is literally what I'm going to do. We're very likely to hit 50 likes. We're already at 25, 26. I didn't even put my second one up yet. I'm sure a couple of you have them in their back pockets, and Michael usually has 4 on reserve. So if we hit the 50 likes, we'll do 30 minutes in, but because I'm in a rush, we will do the YouTube video first this week and then end with the Patreon hour. So, hey, Forrest, what is up? I will say hi to everyone, by the way. What is that name? I have to move the mic so I can lean and you guys don't not hear me. Abela Eggs Band Draba? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Are you somebody I know with a different name or are you someone new? We're a lot of likes because the beginning of the next episode is great. Yeah, the main neutral concerns I deal with are drought and over 100-degree Fahrenheit weather. I don't know what I do with earthquakes, also hurricanes, blizzards. I was thinking about it all day. Sounds good? Sounds good. I was thinking about it all day and I'm like, I couldn't live where there's tornadoes, like twisters. When I saw the movie Twister and when I see people dealing with tornadoes, that to me is more crazy than an earthquake because an earthquake shook the ground, but I was able to like function and move around. If a friggin' twister just dropped in my yard, what do you do? You run, I guess, but twisters, oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. I've never had a tornado, I've never had an earthquake. We have really bad rain and snow. That's about the gist of it. And even that isn't as bad as some areas in the world. Like, I get like a foot of snow at least 2 or 3 times a year where I live, upwards of a foot of snow. But I know like places like Alaska that get like 10 feet where they bury trucks under and they're literally carving pathways through the roads and stuff. So I feel like the worst thing I deal with is it just rains a lot. And that's not too bad. But either way, you got tornadoes so close to you too, LOL. Did it happen? Because I did not see about tornadoes, and I don't want to see tornadoes where I live. But yeah, I was very close to the epicenter of the earthquake. Literally, where I do construction, I have junk removal companies. Where I dump my trucks is exactly where it happened. So if I had gotten up early and went to dump my truck, I would have been like ground zero. It's the town is Lebanon. Lebanon is where it originated, Lebanon, New Jersey. And that is literally where where I go to dump my trucks is. It's in Lebanon, New Jersey. So I would have, and normally I go at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I just didn't have to dump any trucks today. So it would have been interesting. But I mean, no one got hurt. Like even if you lived in Lebanon, like I heard people's walls just shaked and shit fell off the walls and stuff like that. But no one that I know of, no one like got hurt. There wasn't like casualties or anything like that. So it wasn't like that kind of thing. They happen in PA above you. I saw Philadelphia was getting bad shit, and my brother lives in Pittsburgh and said it was okay by him, but he's like deep into PA. Above-ish, my geography sucks. I suck at geography too, so no harm, no foul, star. I'm going to say hi to everybody, and then we're jumping in. I want to get rolling. I wanted to get rolling before 5:45. That was my goal. So we jumped on early. The earthquake definitely made me want to talk about that. So that put a damper on things as far as rushing it through. But I'm still chewing on my protein bar because I talked so much that I never swallowed it all. Everybody like and subscribe. We're already to 26 likes. I'm going to drink this energy drink just to wash down my food. All right, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Thumbs up, and we're jumping in. Star, I got to do this again. Abalabaxabedraba. Is that actually something, or is that just a lot of silliness? Like, I don't know if that actually is something and I'm reading it wrong. I see Abalabexbandraba. I'm like just curious. I want to get it right. Amelia Forrest the Runner, my good friend Neil. What is up, Neil Tealbird? Thank you for the art. I saw Vero G. Colvin. I said Amelia. The Chimicky Perro is here. I'm running through trying to see Ninja Master. I said hi to, but what is up, Ninja? Are you already at work, Ninja, or did I get you early? Because you might not even be to work yet. I know Michael is going to have a rough time because Michael is usually getting home the last 30 minutes, and I started 30 minutes early. So, Michael, I apologize, but for the sake of humanity, I had to get on earlier. We won't be able to finish. And we have Summer Flowy YT. Mighty Nine is Critical Role. We're going to watch along. We have audio as well. It's Dinner with the Devil, episode 110, campaign 2. It is Dungeons and Dragons, if you don't know. The Mighty Nine, Critical Role Dungeons and Dragons. But welcome. We're going to pour a shot. Everyone thumbs up. I see the Chimicky Perro has. And like I said, like and subscribe. I'm pouring a shot because I have not had a drink all day. And between the earthquake and 6 hours of reactions and now what is likely to be a good 2.5, 3 hour live stream, we're having a shot of bullet. So everybody, pour your shots, drink your drinks, smoke your pipes, have a smoke and a pancake. We'll have 2 or 3 of these. I do not have to drive to Wildwood, so I'm not concerned about drinking and driving. I have my father and mother. One of them will drive. They like driving, and that means I could drink and relax. Azkaban is also fine. All right, cool. I'll call you Azkaban. That makes it much better. Are you new or are you somebody that's been here with a different name? Because a lot of times people that have come before it change their names and they've been here and I just don't recognize the name. Bong and a Blintz. Clever name I made. Has a bong and a Blintz. We in it. Here we go, everybody. Cheers. And by the way, I apologize if I was very heated during the YouTube video. I was half joking. And I was also extremely drunk because my brother had just left. And I walked him out. We were day drinking. Well, I was. He had to drive. I was day drinking when my brother left. I get very sad when my brother leaves. So when I did the YouTube video, I was already quite drunk. And I was ranting about Jester spending money. And I know it was ridiculous. And I know it's fake money. But I just didn't think it was part of her character. And I was half joking. And then I just went nuts. So I apologize. Because I saw somebody in the comments, I don't know who, I didn't recognize them, but they were like, I almost couldn't even watch the video because all you did was scream about fake money. And you know that's what Jay does sometimes, especially when he's drunk. But cheers, let's get drunk. I've been by before, but it's been a while. Really liked the episode. So had to hop on when I saw it. It's been a while. Clever name I made. What is up? Did I just not say hi to you? I feel like I missed you. Sorry about that. And yes, I did see there's an eclipse. What is that, tonight? I did see something on the news when I was looking at the earthquake about the eclipse, but I don't know much of it. Is it tonight? Because I'll probably see it from the road. Everybody ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
The gates.
And we will have audio.
Just open before you.
Oh, no, we do. Oh, that's loud. I just killed all your ears. I apologize. I had it mega loud because of the intro song. I hope I didn't murder your ears.
Patch of forest surrounding this tower. You can see faint fire bugs kind of glowing.
It's on April 8th. Oh, okay.
Distance, but just far enough out of reach as you walk this paved path that leads through.
Amy France, just in time, Amy. A little early today. I gotta go to Wildwood, Amy. I got 3 hours. I gotta leave around 8:30, 8:45. So we're getting it done.
As you walk into.
We're doing great.
You were met with a
almost 30 likes already, and we just started.
Carpet of dark brown and red.
I have energy drinks, water, kombucha, seltzer.
Just an open entry. You can see a beautiful crystal chandelier that hangs above you in the center of the partially domed ceiling.
It's the eclipse tonight.
You can see intricately carved wooden
I'm
panels
stealing that.
Wrap
Shit,
around
my
the doorless
remote's
walls
dead.
aside from the entryway.
It's Monday.
Housing large paintings set within elaborate frames. You can see one large landscape that shows an odd sunrise, it seems, over a desolate plain of rock and flame. A sky.
A lot of people hyped about this episode. I'm excited. People have been talking about it all week. I also, if you guys were trying to get a hold of me on Patreon or anything,
15?
All my notifications were turned off, and I didn't know anybody was contacting me on Patreon. Michael was hitting me up on Patreon all week. I fixed it all at this point, but I apologize if you thought I was ignoring you.
That is almost curved.
Same thing with Discord.
In the way it's set against the curved
that I
interior of this
fixed
chamber,
last week.
where you see soldiers of two sides just clashing and tangling in this display of violence. If anyone here has history they're proficient with, they can go ahead and roll for that.
Roll for history. I would love it. I would love it. Bo looks... Oh my god, a 31. Jeez. Who's Louise?
This is a depiction of the
Is
Marrow
Bo
War,
now Louise?
which was the battle... the Marrow War.
The
where
Marijuana
the Noid
Wars.
Empire clashed with the Jewelist Dominion, defeated, and then took over the entirety of this area of Western Wynandir, this great valley here.
There are so many new places and words coming out of his mouth. Wendir.
And then you come across what looks to be
Julius
a
Domain.
portrait of a young man in a
Marrow
forest
War.
green, gold-trimmed robe on display. You see his long dark hair
I'm
comes
opening
to
my
a widow's
kombucha.
peak to the front of his face, right over his gray blue eyes. You take a moment to recognize, but this image does appear to be of a young
Kombucha.
Trent Ickathon.
A young Trent Ickathon.
And not but a moment later do you
Icky
make this
thought. Who
deed of
says that? Is that
recognition,
clever? Icky
and you
thought?
swear you see the man in the painting give you a subtle nod.
Can I use see invisibility for the next hour? Just because, fuck it, why not?
Just because, alright, fuck it, why not, right?
Put it on right as the
Fix
doors
my shirt. I'm wearing my Frumpkin
close
shirt
behind you.
because I was wearing
You're now
Caleb
enclosed
shirts
in this
all week,
chamber. There
and I
are no
wanted to
stairs.
honor the great and
There's
powerful
no other
Frumpkin.
exit door.
Can I look towards like the bottoms or anything of the paintings? I want to see if they have any signatures
The
on them.
dude, JB, what is up, my friend? On early today, my friend.
Make a perception check.
Living paintings. We're dealing with this in Delicious in Dungeon.
Guidance.
Not to spoil anything. I'm not going to go into details, but living paintings are a big deal, and I'm loving it in Delicious in Dungeon.
9.
A frickin'
They're
9.
very detailed.
9.
It's hard to pick
9.
out where a signature would be, if there is one, if it's hidden, if it's folded within the actual gold framing, or you're just not picking up on it, but nothing jumps out to you, unfortunately.
As I get back to the Trent painting, I'm gonna touch his face.
Okay.
I wouldn't be touching paintings. Look at
Feel the
Liam looks
texture of canvas
like
beneath your
not
finger.
okay with that. What if it
Not
sucks
but
us in and we
handful
die,
of
or we
moments since
poison
the
with
front door's closed,
the
and at
paint?
this moment,
The paint
the rest of you kind of
pours
feel
into our
this
souls
shift
and
when you
consumes
look
us.
at the carpet in the center of the room, and there is a forceful glow from underneath in places. And you see this faint pattern of various glyphs that are gently muted by the presence of the carpet over whatever the source is, light up in a circular pattern around the interior of the chamber.
I like it.
You then watch
I'm scared, but I like it.
as the paintings begin to drift downward.
Oh my god, it's like the Haunted Mansion. It's like the Haunted Mansion. But in that case, they went up
It's not
and
stretching.
elongated.
That was already my imagination.
But it begins to rise.
I love the Haunted
rapidly.
Mansion.
You watch
Me and my
as the
brother
door
go
goes
on it like 10 times when we go to Disney
door
World. It's been almost a decade since we
floor
went.
after floor goes by. 4, 5
We've been there
floors, you kinda
6,
lose
7
count
times
as it
at
goes
least.
And then it quickly drifts to a stop to the point where you all find your feet lift off the ground for just a second, and you find yourself clambering just to make sure you don't tumble over.
I am so tense right now. Should I
when
be?
the floor comes to a stop.
So
I
it
feel
felt
like I
we were
could
going
break if you
down?
tapped
Feel
my
like you're
arm.
going upward.
So wouldn't we have
No,
stop?
you go.
You have a little.
You go up. When you're going down, you go. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you'd be squashed or sink.
It's been a while since we've.
It's a reverse
elevator.
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
That's right.
44, what is up, my friend? Did I miss anybody else
Yeah,
jumping
okay,
in?
cool. Then I jump
44,
at the top.
clever.
You get a good like extra foot.
I'm
foot and a
digging
half.
having audio. Everyone
You
digs
can
the
almost
audio. I wish we started doing it earlier. I was always
that
worried
does
about
not shake or
copyright.
move with the momentum
It
of
was
the
an
chamber.
accident, and now we all love it.
Cool.
As it stops
I
and
feel
lands,
like
you
it
look
breaks
around
up
you. You've
the
seen
quietness,
windows
and you
that
don't
are
hear
in
me
your direction.
breathing when
but
I
you
had,
do see-
like, when I
And
put on
no
50
door. There
pounds,
is
you'd
actually
hear
a
me
door there.
wheezing in between smoking radiators.
You see what looks to be almost like a birchwood door on the opposite side of the room from where the entrance.
The funny thing is,
would
now
have
that
been
we
at
have
the
it, I
bottom
don't
of the
wheeze
tower.
because I lost
Do you
weight.
think this happened because I touched
But I
his
was
face?
definitely
Do you think it
wheezing
put
for a
us to
while.
him?
It
Like,
didn't sound
What if I
good.
would have touched the like fire playing picture or something?
We would have gone somewhere else. We would have gone down.
Yeah.
Go down. I'll
That's
go
what I'm
down, you go
thinking,
down to him.
depending on the
Wow.
painting.
Glad I touched him then.
Yeah. Always touch him.
Always
door.
touch Ickathon.
Opens.
I'm
You
kind
can
of
see
curious now. Like,
A little bit of flickering light on the inside of the chamber.
I don't know.
beyond.
I don't even want to think about it because it's too many things to think about, and I want to know what's happening now.
In this room, no. As you
Daniel O'Day is here as well. This is a tense moment. I am shitting a brick right now. No, I'm okay. But when we were doing the floor, I literally noticed. I was like, oh my god, I feel like if I moved real quick, I'd pull a muscle.
How about, oh no, it's a trap.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's a trap.
The code word.
I love that we're in huge numbers already. Almost 30 likes. Looking like we're gonna hit the 50. If you guys didn't hear earlier, Star already explained it before I did because she had the same idea.
No.
We're gonna do
It's the theater.
the
union,
YouTube video
IATSE,
first
IATSE.
this week. So if we do the 30 minutes, we'll get the first hour
That's also
for everybody.
problematic.
Then the Patreon hour will follow. Problematic.
Liam, teams.
Teamsters.
Don't fuck with the team.
We got unions going on.
You can hear very, very gentle, it's almost like violin and harpsichord music playing from inside the
This
next
is such
room.
Haunted Mansion shit.
As you begin to approach,
Violins
you
and harpsichord,
peek
I
beyond
feel
the
like it's
threshold,
literally
and
Haunted
you can
Mansion.
see, giving off a very faint aura, what looks to be 6 different humanoid-ish figures that just kind of stand at the ready against 2 walls of what is a long hall. Like
Someone queue up Admiral Akbar.
as you step
Anybody
through the
new
door,
here? Shout out.
all
I'll do a
disappear.
shot in your honor.
and you feel the enchantment that your weapon had given to you fade.
Ooh.
As you all step through, you can see now there are a number of smaller, more metallic iron chandeliers, about 4 of them, that align the ceiling of this long
I'm just
hall-like
pouring more
room,
kombucha into
where
my
you can
ice.
see a long table.
I have like a glass of
sits
ice
before
over
you
here. I'm not drinking alcohol.
These
Yet.
kind of pale, tan, almost beige-colored tablecloths and settings and chairs for 7 guests.
7 guys. Taliesin did the same thing as me. Even though I know there are 7 of us, I
You
counted.
can see beyond them what looks to be
But wait, what about
like
Astrid
a
and
beautiful forest.
Aedwulf?
Dense in trees, a bit of moonlight coming through the branches. Doesn't quite match with the math of where you are with the center of the city. And beyond the end of this table, you can see there is a roaring fireplace on the opposite side.
So we are all to sit because I'm thinking Trent
And
with
they're
Trent
framed in the flickering
and company.
flames. You can see
There's
3
10 of
figures
us.
standing.
Oh, there they are, 3 figures standing.
They
Trent,
all kind of turn.
Astrid, Aedwulf.
You can see the figure familiar to you all first is the wide-shouldered,
I was
short,
almost-
dark hair,
For Critical Role,
well-buttoned,
almost
velvet
painted
tunic
jester, but
on
my
what
teacher
seems to be
liked my
Aedwulf,
composition to another.
who had met
I
you
had more.
once at
For
Vegas
another
and
had more.
Sanatorium when you were
I don't know if
inspecting the
I
beacon
feel like I read that totally
a number
wrong.
of weeks back. On the right side, you can see a woman with
Astrid.
dirty blonde hair, short in the back, combed over to one side of the face, smiling in a very, very officious-looking suit, it seems, that comes into a long dress at the bottom. And then in the center, you see a not quite the same, but mirrored essence of that same green and gold robe that you saw in the portrait below. You see the older, jaundiced figure
Trent.
of Master Trent Ickathon.
Master Trent Ickathon.
Smiles, puts his arms up. I'm so very happy that you have accepted my invitation.
What if he blindsides me
Please sit.
and he's not like what if he
I believe we have
explains
much to
himself
talk
and it
about.
was all a misunderstanding or he was forced into all this? I highly doubt it all because there's things that have happened
For
where
the
he is
7 of you at the
probably
table.
a very fucked up dude.
As well as.
But I'm just
As well
saying,
as the
I've
three
seen
of
I've seen
we have
crazier
assigned
things
seating?
in movies and shows where the villain
There
ends
does
up
not
being
appear
the
to be any
ally,
sort of indication.
and I don't think
of
that's the
assigned
case.
seating.
I'm just saying.
You can take the head of the table.
Yeah.
Okay, Jester takes the opposite head of the table.
I like
Trent
it.
takes the furthest side.
The
So
corners of the
we're
room
we're
where there were those six
across
humanoid
Jester
figures,
across from
nothing
Trent.
there, right?
Correct.
Empty.
Yeah.
I'll wait until Astrid sits and then sit in the chair adjacent.
All right.
So that would be at the opposite head of the table, Trent. To the left of Trent is Astrid, and then it would be you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sit across from you wherever you sit.
Somebody should sit
Adjacent,
next to
okay.
them
I was gonna
so
say,
that
not
they won't
across.
Get separated.
Oh, that's a good.
Separate Aedwulf. So it is Trent, Astrid, Caleb.
Aedwulf would be seated.
He is
We're gonna
moving
try to
for
sell-
the chair to the right.
Nice.
Of
All right,
Trent.
one of us got to jump on that. Veth,
Yeah, come on, roll for that shit.
Do it.
they're trying to sit. I mean, it makes sense they'd want to be next to people they know. It'd be more comfortable in general. But I say we
Roll a
separate them as well.
Because this is
I don't even have my dice out.
It's like he's just pulling out the seat for a lady.
Dice out. We're gonna die any second.
Veth is
is my
about
checking?
to
just roll your
steal
20,
the
add your
seat.
dexterity modifier.
17.
17.
17. You watch as he goes and pulls the chair out and is about to lean in and
Veth is in there.
Is this seat taken?
Apparently it is.
All right, Veth is next to
like,
Trent
shoves you
though.
into the table a little bit.
So Veth is in a
Pulls the chair right next to you back,
a more
then sits down.
difficult spot as far as Trent goes. If Trent pulls any shenanigans, Veth is the first.
Power move.
Thank you very much.
Love it, love it.
Of course.
Of course. Aedwulf is just gonna
gently
pull the
pushes
chair
it
out
in.
for everybody.
Looks back to you again.
Go now, and then
Goes
Bo's
to the
got to
third
do
chair.
it. Bo,
I
do
was
it. Bo,
watching,
go.
like, a mixture of mortification and hilarity, but like not smiling, just
I want Bo to jump in that third chair.
Aelwolf,
I
wouldn't
walked
you like to
there.
sit down next to me?
I walk to the chair.
You walk to the.
The one that A. Oh,
For you.
oh, I like that.
Oh.
I like that. Caduceus pulled the chair out for him.
Think.
All right, I dig it.
Pull it out.
I dig it.
Just wanted to make
Those are fighting words.
I sit across from Caduceus.
Yeah, so we have eyes on either side of the.
All right,
Good call.
Yeah.
across
As everyone
from
takes their seat and
Caduceus.
finishes,
Across from
Trent, who's
Caduceus
kind of
would be
leaning back
next
in
to
this
Caleb, correct?
high-back
So Bo
chair
is next to
that
Caleb,
comes
but
up and
across
he's
from
almost
Caduceus.
like
If
holding
I'm
hands that
seeing
are
it correctly.
currently reaching over the top of the back, puts his arms up and gives a clap.
Haven't gotten.
You feel this wind kind of
Oh, let me put this over
rush
here.
through the chamber, and the doors you came through.
Does everyone have their devil emojis ready? Yes, spam your emojis.
He arriving shortly. In the interim, I am happy to have you as guests in my home.
I can't hear you. Can you speak a little louder?
I like it.
I'm sorry, I'm just so far down here.
He then begins to introduce
He doesn't even acknowledge it. He doesn't even acknowledge it.
my companions.
I do
And as he
dig it
speaks,
though.
his mouth does
It
not
reminds me
move
of like one of those
any longer.
ridiculous movies where
Instead,
people
the
sit
language
so
seems
far
to
at
be
opposite
coming
ends of
from all
rich
sides,
people's
directly
houses.
into your mind.
Cool.
It's cool.
Oh no.
As he just stares intently across the table,
The music is great.
companions for
We
the
got
night.
good music.
of which you are familiar,
Michael,
Childhood
on last
friends.
delivery,
of your companion.
low delta speed.
Caleb
Home,
we took
I'm not
as.
reading. Oh, data speed.
Well, as
Home
we've known him.
in about an hour-ish. Mike, sorry, I jumped on early because I got to leave at
This is
8:30, 9
Pastor.
o'clock for Wildwood. I got a
Sir.
3-hour ride after this, so I had to jump on a little
This is
early in
Edward.
case.
And he gives a nod.
Ed Wolf.
Now I must say I'm quite impressed.
Deviled eggs. I love
How you
deviled
all have
eggs.
come together and done so much in such a short time. What is, if I might inquire, the driving force behind your travels? What is your mutual goal?
It was at that moment with the chair
Boy,
that
that
Talzin
is-
had decided.
That's a tricky one to start with. We are driven by many forces,
music
but
is
mostly justice.
Friggin' awesome. Oh,
Right?
and then Matt killed it.
Right?
When I
Mostly
said I was going to
justice.
say it is rocking.
I think mostly we are just
And then
trying
Matt
to
died
leave
it
the
off.
world better than
I
when
saw
we
him touch
found
it. I saw him touch it, everybody.
So we are not too different then.
Oh, you seek to change the world for the better?
Look at that.
What is the purpose of power if not to use it properly?
Is he going to change the world for the better? I mean,
Much
maybe
for
in
us
the
to
eyes of an
celebrate.
asshole.
Together at this time, we've
Indeed.
achieved peace after so much struggle.
So,
The music is great. Psst, guys, the music's great.
and there's this kind of pregnant pause at the table as he kind of begins to scan across each one of you.
I'm doing the same. Can I ask what kind of vibe?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
getting from
roll for like
Astrid and
Well,
Eccles?
I was about to say, as soon as you're doing this, Astrid pipes up and goes, "Indeed, it is a pleasure to meet all of these friends of Caleb. Just as it is good to see you as well, my friend. And I am happy to get the chance to know those who have kept
we
in
should spike whatever we're drinking and
Companions.
all get rowdy and
safe in
drunk.
the time that we could not.
See if Caleb hooks up with Astrid. Forget about the
Right.
end of the world
Uh-huh.
scenario that we're probably thinking is happening with Trent. Let's just
Indeed,
get
I have
drunk
seen
and hook
some
up
of
with
you at the
everybody. Let's
sanatorium.
giant orgy.
Seems fate continues to draw us together. Perhaps the
Although
matron
there's an even number.
has
I think
plans for
there's
us together yet, huh?
there's all sorts. We're all good.
Who's the matron?
Who's the matron? Jay, is there any way you could edge the black box so we could see Liam?
And you, what are you?
I'm gonna make it
Kind of
happen
gives like a weird,
somehow.
like a half grin.
Let's see what I can do.
Vegetarian, so I hope the meal reflects that.
What if I go like?
Nice.
What if I go like this?
Smile fades.
We're gonna have Liam peek out. We'll have Liam peek out over here.
Well, I guess.
I'll go like this. Oh, I'm doing the
before
wrong
I
window
get too
because
deep
I'm
into
insane.
My particular interest.
We'll go like this. How about that? How about you like that? You like that,
questions
Star? That's
have
for
you
you.
from-
That's for Star. Everyone thanks Star. Let's see if it messes it up. We're just gonna get more and more greedy each time, and eventually I'm just
Well,
gonna
I'm
have
curious now that we
full
have,
volume episodes showing everything.
Reached some quiet between the two nations,
I like it. I don't think it'll be a problem.
seeing as how central.
Good
to
thing
all
Liam's on that side.
the
It would have been
decision-making
difficult
here
if he
in the
was where
Empire.
Ford is.
What's the next step?
Well, I do apologize. You have not been around for the full scope of our political engine. but I do not
Perfect.
make
Stop
decisions.
edging the
I
box. We're edging the box, everybody.
merely offer.
Apologies. We're getting ready for the orgy and Trent Ickathons.
As to what is next, well, there are many paths. Am I to know? It seems you have fallen in with a Vesterogna, yes?
I wouldn't ask if it weren't. I get you.
spending some
No,
time
it totally
in
makes
Mexico.
sense. Totally makes sense. It's an important
In what
one. I
areas?
know a lot of people are
If I
hyped for it,
require
and that is.
cure to your
I'm happy you
skills.
asked, honestly. Start coming up with all the glorious ideas.
Inquire.
Respectfully, I feel that information would be considered of private nature.
Of course, of course.
Does he feel like? Does he already know?
Never
Does he
stop
already know? He just
edging.
wants to hear it from us.
Make an insight check.
I was going to say my
Never
insight check
stop.
is
What
just
is that?
non-stopping.
What am I What is that referencing? Never stop. I'm brain farting, but I know
17.
what that is.
22.
22.
22.
There isn't a lack of confidence in his inquiry, and he does not appear to be finished.
I feel like I'm moving around so much,
As
I'm
he goes.
ripping my shirt off.
Is she looking to perhaps drag you to Shattengrad as glorified Tomb Raiders, huh?
Schattengrad. I almost shat in my pants.
Perhaps your familiarity with Shohassian society is to aid her in acquisitions there. Or is she hoping to bring you to some place colder?
Matt is doing great at Trent right now. I'm loving it.
Well, that is a
Look.
conversation you should have with her.
I know. As far as I know,
Vinny,
she
what is up, Vinny?
Intimate
Vinny, I don't know
reasons, you
if you've seen this already,
We're all very attractive.
but we've got a winner on our hands today. I hope you
Make an
enjoy.
deception check.
Vinny, I'm going to chug my energy drink for you because I don't want to condone the drinking of other
She
things.
should get advantage for the fact
This
that
is for you,
we are
Vinny.
Very attractive.
Cheers to the great Vinny.
15.
Okay. Well, wherever it is that you all intend to travel, I hope you do so safely and without issue.
Is David France out there too? I
have
saw
any
Amy.
tissue?
I saw Amy a couple
We don't need
times.
any. We're not sick or anything.
Caddy on fire
okay.
tonight. I thought it said daddy. I'm like, daddy on fire tonight.
The doors enter
We're getting-
and you watch as these
We're getting dirty with the
platters
Trent
begin to
Ickathon
just hover
orgy
in
or
the faint
orgathon.
breeze, held aloft on their own, filling up the table before you.
That's cool.
I love it. Applause for the self-serving table.
See, Edwulf takes a scarf and kind of tucks it in to the top of his shirt, and Aster puts it in her lap.
The music is so
Cleans
good.
it
I
in.
say it all the time. I feel like a broken record, but it's like it kicks in at such great moments.
No questions, then.
So many questions. How's the new crop?
The new crop. Listen to how he
How
puts
are your
it.
children?
I was gonna say, I know he's talking people.
Children are
The new crop.
doing well. Some more than others.
I like how he phrased that.
Not everyone has the stomach for it.
Yeah, it's like, we know what you do, sir. I know from experience
They
what you
lost
do,
a,
sir. I don't even know why I'm
talented
calling him
prospect
sir.
not long
Does he
ago.
deserve such a title? You should be like, hey,
How did you
shithead.
lose them?
But you don't want to be rude.
They were captured in Rossona.
Blondie.
Oh, yes, Blondie.
No, in the
Oh.
prison, Jor.
Prison.
The girl, yeah. I'm thinking the girl in the prison, yeah. Blondie's different, yeah.
What's her butt?
I'm thinking the girl was
Empire
blonde, but I was
will
thinking of the
always
girl
use it.
in the prison. That we encountered, to put it nicely.
I find hope in the quiet that was achieved at sea. Maybe I'm naive.
The
I'm sure you think
asexual
so.
kind of daddy energy. I dig it.
How wonderful.
35 likes, everybody. We need 15 more likes, and we're
two
already
sides
there.
could
We got
approach each
an
other
hour
without-
and 20 minutes left.
Forthrightness, always. You said that you make no decisions, you only advise. A thought
There's another
experiment.
earthquake.
Pretend that I am King Dwindle.
We just had another earthquake. Did you see my TV
In
and
this
stuff shaking?
moment. Advise me.
I'm almost positive we just had another earthquake live on the camera. Did you see everything shaking?
As the king,
In your opinion, do we keep this momentum
I'm pretty sure.
going,
You guys
or
could check on the news, but I'm pretty sure we just had another earthquake.
use it as a feint and dig in harder in all the traditional ways? What is
Jay,
your
at the end of the
advice?
campaign, you should really watch the wrap up.
my advice.
If anyone could check the news,
great.
I'm not kidding. Everything started shaking. You could see my monitors and stuff going like this, and I could hear it rumbling. I had to take the earphone
Is
off.
to use this.
It wasn't
momentum
as bad, but it was definitely an earthquake.
to rally the populace.
It was not
the
nearly
idea
as
of your
crazy as the
benevolence.
first one, but everything started shaking.
And
I'm
your
like, I'm not
ability
even
to keep them
touching
safe.
anything.
From outside aggression.
Somebody check me if I'm not losing my mind. But I swear I had I heard I took the headphones off. It was shaking.
In all the shaded places. There are so many lives and only so much land.
Aftershocks. Yeah, they were saying no aftershocks
How
all
does he do
day.
that?
And somebody like an hour ago
Yeah,
was like,
really.
if
That
you
was
haven't gotten an
literally both
aftershock yet,
answers
you're
at the
probably
same
fine.
time. He just said yes.
There's just an
twice.
aftershock.
That was amazing. Wow.
I literally was like, I thought it was the music, and then all my monitors started shaking. And I'm like, I am like 3 feet away from the monitors.
I look diagonally down at Eadwulf. Like
If
a
I go
more
down the
perspective,
shore,
Wolf.
and a giant freaking earthquake
things
happens
going.
and blows my house up, I'm going to be upset for the whole world
at the
and
moment
myself.
it is not as busy. So I am enjoying a little more of a relaxed schedule. For now. You look good.
Say again.
You look good.
You look good. It was a 4.6. Patricia checking it
I wonder
out.
what travel will do, and sun on your back.
When the war was.
Neil, did you
hotter
feel
than
it?
is
Neil's
now,
about
were
40
you
minutes from where I am.
very
35,
busy?
40 minutes from where I am in New Jersey.
Wolf,
A 4.6. I could feel it wasn't as
Not any
crazy.
busier than
It
you
was
are,
like
apparently.
slightly less than this morning.
Well, yes, but were you on the front lines?
I'm not a frontline sort of fighter. I have different skills. More of a scout, if you will.
Did you go into enemy lines and go on missions and things, exciting things?
Only exciting things.
Yeah? Like what?
Yeah, I'm curious, like Veth. I missed a year or two. What have you both been filling your time with?
Looks over towards Astrid.
I'm just
and
going to
Astrid,
see
yeah.
when the hour mark is.
Narrows her
4:07.
eyes a bit and
4:07. So we're at hour and 20 minutes. Less than an hour and 20 minutes. Already 35 likes. 15 more to go. I'm going to do a
we
shot
do best, Brian.
in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, everybody get ready for shots.
Ensure history walks the right path.
If you're going to the shore, I'd be worried about a
Have you been
tsunami. Not to
taking
be
up
confused
hairstyling?
with
Because Astrid's
a
got the pretty
toonami.
cool one.
Is that a real thing, a
was
toonami?
it Eadwulf that did that for you?
Send this to
I
Astrid.
think that's a joke, but
That's
I've
good.
never heard of a toonami. I told my dad, I was like,
This is,
what if we go down the shore? Like, I feel like this is a warning.
is a
Like,
mild
don't go down
design.
the shore today.
Oh, you did that yourself?
she takes and pours a little bit of wine.
Wow.
Why do you not like it?
No, I love it. I love it.
Would you like your hair like it as well?
That's
What?
okay.
So I've been
It's so
through 2
original, I
earthquakes
wouldn't
now,
want to steal
and
your
I was in
thunder.
bed for both. Slept
Might
through the
have chosen
first,
the wrong profession.
felt today's through the memory foam. It ended by the time I got out of bed.
And you watch her, she flicks her finger.
Same
and
thing
the
with
hair
me,
suddenly
Daniel.
Grows long.
I
and curls
was
up.
sleeping
It's like
in.
extremely, like bouncing, healthy, like shoulder bob, and then it recoils upward into
Careful,
this.
you got some bernays and a lock right there. You kind of got a little out of control.
I
with
slept
that.
in to
it's-
get ready for
oh,
tonight,
it
and it
got a little
rocked me out of bed because my cat
under the
freaked
towel.
out.
I don't have.
It didn't like
That's
rock
really
me out of
cool.
bed. My
That's
cat
really-
freaked
that's
out,
a
and then I
really
was like,
cool
"What is
spell.
happening? The world is shaking
That's a
everywhere."
really cool spell.
It was slightly frightening, only because I didn't know what was happening. I've never had an earthquake in my life.
Fine talent.
I told everyone earlier I thought an
Do you ever
explosion
teach- do you ever-
happened.
Do you ever teach people how to do?
I've
those kind of spells? 'Cause
been
I would
around
love
when
to know how to
something
do that
like
spell.
buildings, if it, like a gas station exploded near me like a
No,
decade
these
ago,
are the things that are taught
and it shook
after years of
everything
training
because of the
at the
explosion.
Soldiers Academy.
Is it so you can like change your looks? Mm-hmm. Because there's like easy disguise self spells, you know. Those are like easy.
Yeah.
But like,
Then you know all about this sort of magic, then.
Look at Chester's face.
oh,
I was gonna
guess
say-
I could just change my hair on a whim. Huh?
Yeah, it's just
But that
it's
looked like you were really changing your hair. Were you really?
in my
changing
head.
your
I thought
hair?
the same thing. Is it?
Glamorous.
Isn't it just something we've done before?
Caleb, I went to
Also,
one
isn't it
one.
funny that I have no technical problems when there's an earthquake? That's why her tits look so amazing. Hey,
We are such assholes.
if you're gonna use your power for
He's working
something,
real hard to keep a blush
I mean,
down.
I wouldn't. It's
all of this.
I don't mind. I don't mind if
That's what
you
these forward ones.
accentuate.
So, Bren,
You got to accentuate the positive.
we miss you. I'm glad to see that you're safe. And doing so well.
I have good friends.
Good friends.
They're good people.
Who watches My Hero? Not to change the subject, but in My Hero Academia, there's a girl who runs around with like her
Trying to
shirt open
Invite him back. Is
and
that
has
why
like a
we're
power
here?
where like
Are
things
you-
come out of her
are you
belly.
asking him back into the fold?
Oh, I'm
And
not
she
doing it, no.
definitely accentuates the positive.
Trent kind of leans forward and his scene goes.
But cheers to that lady.
Just
Something with a
wanted to
Y. Her name's
express
something with a
my,
Y.
Pleasure with Bren's, Caleb's advancement.
I really
as the
need
prodigy
a new
I
laptop.
always knew he was.
Well, Jay hasn't seen Dragon Ball Z, not
While some
knowing
students take
Toonami
direct tutelage
shouldn't be surprising.
and study.
My husband was
Some are unique.
My
In
husband
how they
was
best
near a
develop
house when its
through
full tank
self-discovery.
exploded some years back doing what
Others
Ninja does.
Inspired
Fucked
through
up his
hardship.
PPTSD real good. That would definitely.
Historically, the most talented
Make-
mages have indeed walked this path.
Now I'm
Their
paranoid,
greatest
thinking it's
ambitions
another.
come from those who
Now the music is vibrating in my
endured the
ear.
dark and crawled their way
Yeah,
back.
I would definitely be a little freaked out if something exploded right next to me.
So you're apologizing then?
No, it sounds like he's trying to take fucking
Yeah,
credit.
yeah, yeah.
didn't
That's what
sound
I
like an
thought.
apology to me.
I didn't think so either. I did
handful
not
of
think that was an
vigilante
apology
witches.
at all.
I've had a fondness for you three. And he gestures towards the three students.
Watch two. I'm on season 2 of My Hero Academia.
rolled finesse
I had to
with
watch
skilled in so
5
much.
episodes today, this morning,
And everything
starting
one
with the
could
beginning of
seemingly
season
want in
2.
Disciples and
I dig it,
associates.
but I'm not like blown away by it. But I
means
think it's
thought we
like
respect the both
I
of them.
dig it for what it
The
is.
potential is
Not my favorite,
limited.
but not. It's definitely watchable, like binge watch worthy.
And like you, Bren.
I watched 3 Body Problem. Everybody, 3
have the
Body
eventual
Problem,
makings
amazing.
of
I
an
binge watched the whole
assembly
thing.
member yourself. I don't think my eyes are the only ones upon you for this reason.
Listen to the music. It's sinister, and we're going to all die right now in the next
Some out of
5 seconds.
curiosity, others a threat. Forgive me.
The
Bren.
music kicked in so hard, I thought we were all gonna our heads were all gonna
I
explode
could
one by
see your
one.
gifts and your faults and limitations. To truly grow, you needed to be broken and left to build yourself. It took took longer than we anticipated, but when you were
The
ready,
whole
we
house
turned
went
on
up.
the
My
light
God.
and showed you the door.
I can't think of anything remotely that close, except like the gas station exploded like
And he
a couple
takes something from the
miles from my
side
house,
of
and
his
it like
setting,
shook shit off our
then
walls.
drifts over.
It was
across
like
the table
boom,
over
and like
which
shit
lands
fell
the
off
front
my
of your
walls, and I was like, "What the
plate.
frig was that?" And it was like a gas
see
station
a
a couple miles down the road.
familiar symbol, that of the Archart.
Like honestly, probably like a mile at most. I could run there. It's like a 10-minute run from where I live, and it's where I jog. I was like, I jog around the lake where the explosion happened, and they were like,
This is
people
why
that were
I'm not
walking
dead.
around got thrown like 20 feet. I don't think anyone died,
of course.
but people got hurt. And it's like walking distance from my house,
if you wanted you dead,
and everything shook off
there
our
would have been
walls.
no escape.
It was a gas station.
And I cannot tell you how proud of you I am. We are.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. You're proud? Yeah, this is not the kind of talk. Like,
And
what
I
are you
know
trying to
hate
do,
me
sir?
again. Hate what I've put you through.
This is one of those dudes that acts
I
like
accept
you're
those
welcome.
feelings.
You're welcome for hating me because I made you stronger.
It was
That's
a
what
hard
that's what's
choice
happening right
for
now.
me to make.
Like, I'm sorry you hate me, but
What I did,
you're
though-
better because of it.
I did. Out of love.
Out of love. Out of love. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
To
it.
what end? To use me?
I'm all about tough
Show
love.
you what you are capable
I'm
of.
about tough love to a point. But when you start torturing children for the sake of the greater good in your mind,
your
there's
parents'
an
wish.
issue with that. There's an issue.
And I told them of the spark that I saw within you.
I feel like,
They asked me to do
you
whatever
should
it took to
sometimes
help you
people need
realize it.
push. You got to push them a little to
the glory
get
of
the
your
best
family.
out of them.
And for
Almost
the
like a
Empire.
whiplash kind of thing, but not even that extreme with
I
J.K.
did just
Simmons.
that as much as it
He was
hurt
a
to
little
hurt
too
you.
extreme, but he didn't like torture children physically. Well, he
It
did
is
kind
the
of
greater man who puts the
smack
needs of
people
others over
around and
himself,
throw
and
chairs at them, but that's extreme.
This nation needs you.
Insight check.
We need you.
Insight check.
I got inside check.
Insight check.
Lie.
I had the talk about this the other day with my sister because she had saw Whiplash for the
Natural
first
fucking
time.
20.
Natural
Ooh.
fucking 20. That's better than a regular
text you
natural
real fast.
20. Text you real fast.
I would like to insight check.
A natural
Astrid.
fucking
Go for it
20.
to see
But
if
yeah,
you
we were
can.
talking about Whiplash because she saw it for the first time, and we were not
natural
arguing, but
20,
having a
but,
debate over how far
25.
is
25.
okay to push somebody
What's your
to get
total
the
with the natural
best out of
20,
them.
Chester?
And I was like, I'm about pushing people to their limits.
just look at
But
that,
once
two
you get
25s.
physically aggressive,
Wow.
smacking them around, it's almost like
actually learned something.
counterproductive.
Okay, give me just a second.
Because then they learn to hate you,
Takes longer
and they
than
have
a
good
text
reason
than it
to.
does.
This inside check brought to you by-
Emojis everywhere.
Specified
Trent
word
is so fascinating to psychologically analyze. I dig. I agree, Jimmy.
Oh, the curses of
His
of
methods are
COVID
wrong,
distance.
but he's not wrong about breaking down to build up. That's kind of what I mean.
know.
Yeah. It's
God damn.
really
There's
hard to
like my
stay
father was
quiet
very much
during
like that.
that.
He wasn't physically abusive or anything like that. But my dad was always like
if you just did it with Siri with
almost like nothing's ever good enough because I want you to always try
I told this to you
harder.
out loud because this is
And I feel like I grew up very good because of it. But he never like
the 25.
physically or mentally abused me to the
you
point
can-
of being
looking
traumatized
towards
or anything like that.
with a feeling of internal conflict that you weren't expecting. You can see there is a softness and kind of a yearning.
10 more minutes. We're at the
but
hour
her
mark.
body language is leaning away from him.
And we're almost at 40 likes. One more.
Trent.
We're almost single digits with over an hour left. We're doing glorious.
And you see a glimmer in
I'd
there of
pay
the Astrid you once
$1,800 to have bigger guys smack me around to make me a man.
knew.
LOL.
Ever so faintly.
That's like my dad. My dad would not smack me around, but like if I did stupid shit,
About
my dad
your
was the type
response.
that would like hit me with a belt. Like not aggressively beat the shit out of me. But growing up, my dad would like whack me with a belt or he'd scoff
no,
me in the
he didn't
head.
chew.
But if I
He's
did
like-
stupid shit like crashed a car
intently
or
watching.
like
And he's just
robbed a convenience store because I was like a little kid or something like that. But I think it helped
to
me
walk
learn
me
not to be
through
stupid. He wouldn't like punch the shit out of me.
logic
It was
of
like
this
within to me it was
long con.
deserved when he did.
Because I do loathe.
And when I say hit me with a belt, like he'd be like whack. He wouldn't be like get on the bed and be like I'm talking like
Of course.
you know, make you know what you did was stupid.
do
And I
nothing
feel like that is needed once in a
flagrantly.
while. I love
Everything
my
is very
father. I think my
careful.
father's a great man. I didn't hate him for it.
So
Indeed.
how would you hope to use me as a tool?
This isn't to use you as a tool, Ren.
I had to cut my own switches when I did stupid shit, like for real stupid shit. Being serious, Clever? I know what switches
Never
are.
since a
That's my
lad I
dad.
could say
My
that.
dad. My dad, when he was younger, he would be like his dad. My grandfather would be like, "Go get the belt," and make you like prepare for your own beating. So my dad had it way worse.
Because of the social distance.
But my dad grew up really good. He's a self-made man,
is
grew up
no
really poor,
phrase
and now
or
he's
words I could say
got
that
3
you would-
businesses. So
Find yourself able to believe.
I mean, he's successful now, but he hates his father. Well, my grandfather's dead,
It's hard to
but he was
forget the past.
he has a lot of negative memories of my
Do not
grandfather.
forget it.
I don't have any negative
Use it.
memories of either.
If I am to be the focus of your hatred, I accepted that long
Yeah,
ago.
see, Trent is like, I accept it. I'm willing to sacrifice you
what you
hating
are
me
now,
for
you've
what I
accomplished,
think is you
those
being a
you've done
great
around
person
you.
now. I get
Where
it,
you go,
but that's crazy. That's
it is
crazy talk.
because of what you've endured,
Thanks, Trent.
not because of a book you read in some hall.
My thing is, you can't say that the
With
person
other
would have grown up
sniveling and
better
rich
or the
children.
same had you not done those
you made
things.
yourself,
You're taking all the credit for this person being the person they
Not
are
myself.
now.
not them.
Even if I agree with slightly those kind of methods, you can't take
But
the
it
credit
took
and say that person wouldn't have done it themselves some other way without the aggressiveness.
Pain
And this dude's taking all the credit.
to accomplish what this is.
Thanks, Trent. I'd still beat the shit out of him.
You're not
I'd
the
be
only
like, you know
one
what? You're
of
right.
us.
Now
The
you
assembly.
die. I'm gonna use all that power that you
have been
taught me
through
and
similar
murder your soul. Just your soul.
and been defined by it.
Look at Caleb's face. You think that's a positive
Dead-eyes
reaction
stare
you're getting out of
Astrid
this man?
While talking to Trent. And saying, you think that my mother and father, our mothers and fathers and children, should
Caleb's
serve as grist for the mill in this way?
I love the way he's talking. Grist for the mill. Like the terminology he's using is great. The crop, grist
Whatever
for
it
the
takes
mill.
to keep the people.
My
of this
family
empire
only
safe.
ever use grounding, losing privileges, or talking about consequences. But I also feel like my sister and I never did anything that
Once
bad.
of one,
See,
never
I was
the ones
I
of
was
many.
kind of a shit when I was younger. I would steal my parents' cars. I stole it once and crashed it, and my dad had a Cadillac. I stole it, got drunk, and crashed the car. That got a scoff in the head. That got a couple smacks. But I was
they always
also
make
like
sacrifices.
like a crazy kid.
Like any soldier does in the battlefield.
But I also feel like that is the kind of crazy person you have to be. I grew up poor, so I grew up where like I had to hang out with
cannot protect
people
our
that kind of
own.
encourage these things. So it was like I was a product of my environment, so to speak. And my dad grew up in Newark, so like I kind of grew up thinking these things were like just
Why
normal.
did we get into
And then
this?
we moved up here, and everything was sunshine
Why
and
did we
rainbows.
serve
Every kid I knew had a
such
BMW, and I was like, "What world is this?" I had a friend that crashed an $80,000 BMW 3 times, and his parents would be like, don't do it again and buy him another one. And I was like, well, what is happening?
You see, when talent rises from nothing, then nothing truly is lost. You are far more.
Focus in
than
about
you
10 or
think
15
of.
minutes. Daniel, thank you for the heads up. Greetings, stopping by to give you a like. David France is in the house. David France. David
set me
France.
off
David,
like a-
you're almost in time for the 1 hour shot.
a pluck
I don't know
of
if you're
toy.
drinking or anything. Star saying focus.
To serve
3
the
minutes. Pour your shots. Get ready. 3 minutes. 3:07 is the hour countdown, and we're in single digits. David's
the thing
like
to do
got us
now?
into single digits. Thank you, David. Mad Loath is here.
Is to supplant you, to pull you up like a weed.
All right, pull you up like a
do
weed. Pour
better.
your shots. This is for the death of Trent and
Control that
Cathan.
idea.
We're gonna have a shot to hope
Nothing
he
would make me
bleeds from his
tired.
eyes and his anus. Not because we did anything horribly. We just want him to bleed from his butt.
He means it, doesn't he? Fuck, I know he means it.
I'm not even.
I don't want any horrible sexual aggressiveness. I just want him to bleed from his butt.
Probably means it.
Got broccoli
He
right
means
here.
it.
At this point, Jester kind of dribbles down our chin a little bit.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just this.
9 more likes. We have over an hour.
Really
This might be the
slow.
fastest we
honest,
ever
from what you can
achieved such a
tell.
goal.
Wow.
Bidet, Mad Loath.
Eat something already.
I don't have
Oh,
a fucking appetite. He's disgusting.
He's disgusting. I mean, it's not wrong. He's
take it
kind of
further.
shitty. He's kind of a
I look
shit.
At Wolf and then at Astrid.
My dad had the cameras
He's
just went
out
off
the
in my
picture.
basement. My dad had to go check the
And
furnace
you and I.
because he's afraid the if something bad
move the
happens, it
torch
can rock
forward.
the underneath because the furnace is like deep underground in our
will
ranch.
mangle more children.
It seems okay. I saw the lights go
Feed
on.
the fields of wine and deer.
The fields of wine and deer.
Wolf kind of sits back, crosses his arms, looks to Astrid. Astrid looks to you and says,
Wine and deer sounds like somewhere in Lord of the Rings.
if you were to be the bannerman of this tower that we are charged to, then we do as you say. If you want to bring more into this fold, we will. If you want it to end, that's your command.
Listen to this craziness.
What about you, though?
What about me?
Matt is phenomenal.
When we spoke last,
At the emotional
I had the
conveyance of
impression that
this.
You were being groomed for this seat.
They're basically at the point.
Over towards Trent.
Yeah, she's at the point now where she's thinking,
Trent
what
runs
what
in a
am
little
who
bit.
am I? I give my life for the cause. For the cause. What is that
My
from?
ambitions.
For the cause.
And the paths laid before me are not always congruent. Bren. And she looks deadly serious towards you.
Yeah, I could see that.
With a look of
I could see the deadly
stop.
seriousness. Listen to this. That is some aggressive talk right there. Either that or
Trent kind of
warning.
leans forward
It might
with
be
this
both. It is like warning
grin,
and also
getting
aggressive.
slowly more and more
And Adam Espinosa is here.
and confident.
When I know now. I don't know how to say it. Wine-Nadir
Any man of my position.
is the continent that
assumes
Wildmount
that
is part of.
everyone I keep close is just waiting for me to turn my back.
You could stop it, Bren. Just take
Every
the
person
power.
in power knows that
I
feeling
despise
lives
being
by it.
blind.
It's the rare one that gets to choose.
All right, we're taking a
just
shot.
hope you don't
We're at the hour
disappoint me,
mark.
Brad.
Everybody, 1 hour down. I am focusing. This is for all of you who are here right now. We're 33 strong in the chat. Like and subscribe. We're 5 away from 50, and then we're back into episode 111, which we're very likely to hit in an hour. 5 likes left needed. Cheers to everybody. Look at, I can't even drink. Look at Matt's face. I was about to drink and I spit up because his face is killing me.
I often feel like a failure and a success within the same hour.
And you are learning.
Matt is phenomenal. I'm spitting up all over because he's scaring me. I'm scared, everybody. I'm frightened of Matt.
Murdering you with my bare hands. Many nights.
That's very honest.
So I hope it's not just flowery language you're throwing around the dinner table.
Very honest reaction.
Thanks, Decathon. This place, this country could do better.
You could do better.
It could do it with a little less blood. Everyone at this table knows that struggle is inherent to life. But this way is not the only way.
We have emojis everywhere. Remind the latecomers how beginning of the next episode will go. If we hit 50 likes, which we need one more like is 50 likes, we will jump into the next 30 minutes of episode 111. We'll start episode 111 tonight after this is over, which is actually in an hour. In less than an hour, if we hit one more... Oh, we did it. 50 likes. We're in. We're already in. I didn't even have to explain the whole thing. But we are now already there. If we hit 100 likes, we'll watch the whole hour. I'll make time for it. But I don't know if that'll happen. If we hit 100 likes, we'll watch the whole hour
every other person
that everyone wants to watch live tonight. I think we have time for it. Yeah, we'll have time for it. If you want it, it'll happen. 100 likes will get there. So we're halfway to that, but already doing the first 30 minutes of episode 111.
Time and time again. If you are not sometimes the first to cut, you are the first to receive the blade.
I dig that very much. Even I dig that saying. I don't know if I agree with it. But if you're not the first to cut, you're the first to see the blade. I mean, that's very true in a lot of cases. If you're dealing with evil shit.
Caleb Wittogast.
Everybody is just a spectator at this point. Everyone here is a spectator.
Is it poison?
I take a bite out of my steak.
It's very well prepared.
I want a steak now. Can we all have a steak? Well, I love steak and bourbon. I'm drinking the bourbon, but I don't have the steak.
It's so fucking good.
It's the best steak I've ever.
In my mouth.
Oh my God! She's making me so hungry.
Yeah. Just eat
I'm praying that on the way down the shore we stop and get something to eat, because I'm starving. Well, I'm not starving, but I will be in 2 hours.
What? No.
Caleb is realistically the best wizard of the world. He was prodigy trained to be a murder wizard, then left to rise by himself. Found a family, found an ancient magical thing. Make peace. Everyone next episode is so good. Dylan Edward.
What do you mean?
Are you new, Dylan? I don't think we've seen you before, Dylan, but welcome to the family. Ninja Master Puff Pass. Steak sounds delicious.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. We are on fire. Double natural 20s.
Bringing you to a total of
40. That's 40.
well,
29 on my end.
30.
29 and 30. 2 natural 20s.
well, not combined.
59, dudes.
Yeah, you combine them.
I know it's 69.
How many there are? The
Jester,
addresses,
everyone's
which are-
rolling natural 20. Didn't we? Who?
His eyes
Jester
dropped to
rolled a
left.
natural 20. Didn't Bo, or was that last
Since you're
episode?
both here,
I feel like half of us have rolled natural 20s.
he's being completely honest.
Damn it.
Always honest.
I was going to say, so we're
Best
wasting
liars
natural
are
20s. All these natural 20s, and we're just getting honesty.
Studying them.
We don't know yet.
Yet?
Cad's preparing. I
You haven't
just
answered that
shared
question
the stream with my hubby and took him to like, share, and make like to others. LOL. It could happen. We have
great.
for 55 minutes. 55 minutes. We need 49 more
marketing,
likes.
really.
But we're already doing 30 minutes. And like I said, we're going to do the YouTube video
there is still much
first
more
this
to
week.
do.
So
Everyone has
everyone
begun
can
a
see it.
research.
You don't have to be on Patreon.
So as to say,
We'll do the Patreon hour
most
after.
important thing is, what I do know is there is much potential to help a lot of good people.
And we're doing great on pace. It's not even 6:30 yet. We're already under an hour, even with the 30 minutes. Even if we
You
did the
mentioned,
hour, I'll still be good to
Being a Tomb
go
Raider
by
in
8:30.
Stalingrad. Is that a mission
That would
you've
be
sent
pushing
people
it,
on?
but
No, but it sounds like the sort of
we're
thing
definitely
that
able to
West
do
would
the 30
definitely
minutes,
go for.
and I'll be good to go by
Interesting.
8:30.
Her interests tend to lie in things in the realm of forgotten history.
Isn't that kind of like her title?
She's the Archmage of Antiquity.
Yeah. That's her thing, right?
Archmage
That's
of
like what she's
Antiquity.
supposed to
I
do.
had that title once. When I worked at Drug Fair, I was the Archmage of Antiquities.
Have you come across any interesting artifacts
In my life.
she's dug up here recently? Anything pre-calamity? Sound familiar?
Do any of them know of the
Anything,
Eyes of
related
Nine?
to
There we
the
go.
Eyes
Oh my
of
God.
Nine?
Yes. Bo, you are a genius and think just like me. I was just, when I heard Antiquities, I'm like, Eyes of Nine, Eyes of Nine.
Vess tends to be very secretive with her business.
Oh, this has nothing to do with her. This is kind of something we've all been like.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting any
Side hobby,
answers, but
you
I
know.
thought the same thing. I'm thinking Eyes of Nine all the way. Everything comes back to the Eyes of Nine in my head
I do
now.
not believe I have
It is such a mystery that no
Side
one knows
hobby?
about.
You should have a side hobby.
heard anything about this artifact or Eyes of Nine you speak of.
No one knows. Is it even a thing? Is it even a thing?
Very-
Maybe
you
we're
know,
just.
you could
I did that.
Probably,
I don't even know.
The mental health
I don't even know anymore.
aspect of just
I'm
having
thinking
something
it's like
that's
just
not
like
intrinsically
something that people made up,
related to your
and we're
work,
just
you know,
chasing
you should
nothing
get a hobby.
at this
He has a
point.
hobby.
I know it's something probably, but I feel
a
like half
sculptor.
of me wants to almost think it's nothing, and we're being
In a way.
led on a wild goose chase.
The trees outside your windows.
Like, remember early on, I can't remember what it
What is
was,
that supposed to be?
but something early
just
on,
wanted
I'm
to
brain
provide
farting on what it
a-
was. Something
Gentle atmosphere.
wasn't what we thought it
Do you not
was.
like
It went
it?
by
I
a
can
different
change it.
name, and then we realized the
would
name
love
we
that.
thought it went by wasn't
Would you,
the actual thing it went by. If you
Coastal
guys know
View.
what I'm talking about, I'm speaking like
Without
encrypted.
moving or even looking
not
away,
intentionally.
You watch as all the windows
But we ended up
shift
finding out something
into
else. It was
a
something with
moonlit
Yasha, I
oceanside
think.
night.
I just
You
can't
can
remember
see
specifically.
Waves kind of just breaking against the sides of the ocean beaches.
Is it
Oh,
ocean
it was
on
with
both
the-
sides, or is it ocean on one side?
It was something with Yasha when
Looks
Yasha
like
got
it's ocean on
controlled
one side,
by
and it curves around and you begin to see the,
the
coast on the
big
other.
thing. I can't remember. I'm brain farting
Like
on
you're right on a
names.
cliff.
That's neat.
Any other parlor tricks you would wish to ask of an archmage of the Cerberus Assembly?
No parlor tricks, but I had actually a question, if you don't mind, Caleb, about your past.
If you don't mind, that could be a lot of things.
Thank you so much for sending him to us in your weird psycho way. But
In your weird
we do
psycho
appreciate
way.
making his acquaintance, however dark and creepy it was. The origins were, but you know,
What's the next episode? I don't know.
My memory
I actually
serves,
didn't look ahead
he
this
was sort of
time.
locked away for a while in a bad.
Usually
place.
I look ahead just to see the timeline
You'd
and
have
stuff.
stayed there
I
forever,
didn't this
right?
week
If
because I was
someone
busy
hadn't
with so many things.
Freed him?
We're going blind
likely,
into it.
Who freed him?
Well, who do you think freed them? And he
Trent?
gestures over toward the symbol on the table that was given to Caleb earlier.
What?
What?
What he's saying is that he
Orchestrated it.
orchestrated it.
That's what I thought was being
He
said.
imprisoned you, and he freed
Yeah,
you.
that's literally the way he
Left me
just smiled. I'm like, Trent orchestrated him.
Turn the lights back on.
He allowed him to
Wow.
escape.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, thanks, Trent. Yet again, I can't thank you enough. All these amazing things you've done for me.
Very generous.
Meaning Caleb. I was not the student of Trent Ikathon. Just in case you were wondering,
those 10
I do
years.
not know Trent Ikathon. He
How is
didn't
this
torture
going?
me, I promise. What if I lifted my arm and you saw all, like, you're like, oh my god, Jay was taken by Trent at birth.
Caleb kind of like leans back. pulls back his sleeves, and you can see
He's done it to himself.
clustered maze-like tattoos that are across his forearms. You can see similar scars as to the ones that Caleb had, with what looks to be raised areas of the skin where things are embedded beneath and have healed over.
Yeah, say he did it to himself.
And he kind of goes, it's coming quite handy, to be honest.
Nothing he wouldn't
that
do to
it?
himself. What a lovely psychopath.
The beginning.
That's one psychopath you
But
gotta
it much more
love.
hurts the person on the other side. And he kind of like tenses his arms, and as he does, you see energy kind of spark through and arc up the arm.
You're like a living magical weapon.
Kinda.
I like that type.
The price you pay.
Using the magical weapon.
Living magical
His,
weapon. The price you pay
forearms
to be
still
a
as
living
amazing as
magical
they
weapon.
ever
I mean,
were.
Yeah.
hey, if you're into that kind of thing,
Or so, he's a fit fucker.
I tell people all the time, over the years, I'm in my 40s now, and I've done manual labor my whole life. And at a point, you just start breaking
No,
down.
Steve.
If they had bionic
What
limbs,
about you?
like my arm, I told you guys a couple years back, my right arm was out of commission for years. I had no lifting ability. I could barely like lift a 5-pound weight. I was like, I would
Do I
literally
require
let them
to
put
do
a
the
bionic
presentation
arm
as
on me,
well?
even if it
He
was
pulls his back and
painful.
shows the same
As
tattoos.
long as it was like a guarantee after all was said and done, I could like be stronger than I originally was.
You've talked
I
about
would go
Caleb
through the pain. So I
replacing
feel like
you.
that's a variation of
Forgive
it.
me, I am
If
so
you're into that
forgetful.
kind of thing, are you willing to
wrong
go
with you?
through
Where
the
are you
torture
going?
and the pain to be better? I would do it for certain things.
Nowhere. He fails.
I just miss being as strong as I was back in the day. And as you get older, you
No.
have to make sacrifices.
Feel ill.
I used to bench
take it
like
from the,
400 pounds.
tone of your inquiry.
Now if I bench like 200, I feel
That
like
you
my
don't seem to
elbows are going
understand
to break in
the-
half.
The structure of the Cerberus assembly.
I don't. Although I did look up to it when I was younger. It was very curious. I'm sad to report I haven't learned much since then.
Oh, it's Aedwulf. I did think it was Aedwulf, but I'm
Membership
thinking
is-
Trent did it.
Well,
I
even when
don't know.
anyone
Maybe
stepped
I'm
down,
wrong.
kicked out,
In my head, I'm
passes
thinking
away.
Trent did it to himself too.
And you plan to step down, get kicked out, or
Hopefully not any.
I forgot Travis was just
like
like, "What's wrong with you?" directly.
To serve me well
For-
for
I
a
mean-
very long time.
A lot of people haven't really said much in this one. Obviously, Caleb's doing a lot of the talking. Jester, Bo, Veth,
It's a very
Caduceus was in it a
genuine
bit.
software.
Ford and Yasha have been very quiet till
Take it very seriously.
Ford just talked there.
Truly.
My apologies. I'm a horrible, wicked man.
What if I decide to walk away? What if I want to be a sailor instead?
We're all going to
That is
become
your
sailors.
Easy as that.
Of course. But you won't.
It's as easy as that, but I know you're not. I mean, that's an interesting way to put it.
No.
Bo was over there.
No, I won't be a sailor.
Who is Bo talking to? I thought Bo was. I don't even know. Is Bo talking to Jester?
Well,
Shame. You
She's
must
like
have
mouthing, eat this shit to. I'm assuming
little one.
Jester.
Terrible at sailing.
this has been very informative.
Pirate Arc 2.0.
Illuminating.
Cat is cooking. That's the first
I
paragraph.
don't wish to overstay our welcome.
Gunslinger
I do
LOL.
have business to
Paragraph
attend to
in
and
Gunslinger
preparations
LOL.
to make.
Well, regardless, it has been a pleasure to get to see all of you. Thank you for accepting our invitation and for this quaint bit of conversation.
It
Thank
was.
you for the delicious steak. It was really one of the best I've ever had.
Well,
We're being very polite.
let the staff
Considering-
know post haste.
I mean, Veth did call him a psycho,
Thank you.
but I mean,
I will take my.
that's it. Trent's just
say
out.
Before you go,
Oh, here goes Caduceus.
I think perhaps you were one of the most powerful mages that I've ever had the pleasure to be in the presence of. And for this, I would offer a gift, which I think it has been a long
gift?
time since
What is this gift?
anyone has pointed out to you that you were a fool. Pain doesn't make people. It's love that makes people.
What is the
The
gift?
pain is inconsequential. It's love that saves them. And you would know that, but you have none around you. You said so yourself. You surround yourself with lies and deceptions, and I wish for you in the future to find someone who will mourn you when you are gone.
Seek love. Respectfully, I hope you find some sort of love, some sort of anything.
Good night.
That's the gift.
And he vanishes.
The gift is find someone that gives a shit about you, because no one does, sir. And he vanishes. All right.
Like,
Yo.
You're
That
welcome.
was. Wow.
A cad
maybe Tex
burn.
is like, his napkin.
Do you guys want to hang out or something? You want to go grab a drink?
It's going to
That
ask the
ended
same
so
thing.
quick.
Why don't
Like,
you
I
get
feel
out
like,
of here?
No, I have.
I mean, it was over an hour. It was
Come
over
on.
an hour. But I feel like I expected something. I
Always open.
based on the conversation, I guess it
to-
makes
to leave
sense.
the
But I was
chamber
expecting
as
something
stands up.
bad
Wait.
to
What if you
happen.
just walked us
It
a
was
block or
pretty
two away from the
civil,
tower?
considering. Unless we're being watched.
Looks back at Astrid.
I'm sure we're being watched to some capacity.
We'll keep you in the courtyard, yes.
Astrid.
I saw everyone was saying focus up, but that was for the
sure
CAD
yourself when you
moment.
get
Go
off the rack.
Caduceus. I hope you find someone who will care if you die. Mic drop.
And they escort you.
The
back to
gift was a
central chamber.
roast. I thought I'm like, do we? In my head, I was like, does
Proceed to
Caduceus
down
have
to the
something
base
I
of the tower.
forgot that he's gonna actually give him? But it's just words, hurtful
do not
words
jump
for a
aside.
psychopath.
Oh, yeah. I bend my knees, but like,
Catch yourself, yeah. The doors open and lead you back into the courtyard, and you step out. You can hear the crickets in the nearby oak trees making their evening noise.
I want to thread my arm through Astrid.
And technically,
So
without
walking.
bloodshed, yeah, you're an
That's just a
idiot
bit-
and wrong, and
you
no
hear the
one loves
owl
you.
nearby
Mic
one.
drop. Yeah, it's as easy as that.
You all continue to walk.
I thought he was gonna say that and then give him something, but I mean that's enough. I just like I'm trying to think like what is he gonna
I'm
give
gonna
him?
whisper over to her as we're walking. I'm sorry if you thought I was giving you a hard time earlier. I thought maybe you were really mean like Trent, but now I'm feeling really guilty about it because I don't think you are. So I want to apologize if I came across as rude. I feel very bad about it.
She doesn't necessarily lean back, but then speaks quietly towards your direction. You don't know anything about me.
No.
You do not know what I've done.
Like and subscribe, everybody.
Well, I know some
If
of
we
what
hit
you've done,
100,
and I
we'll
know
watch
that Caleb cares
the
deeply
entire
for
first
you,
hour.
so
For now, we're watching the next
can't
30
feel
minutes
that.
of 111. If you didn't know already, but the more likes, I mean, we could hit that 100 mark. It's happened once or twice in the history of these live streams. I feel like it's happened once
Watches
at
Wolf
least.
kind of like as he's walking along. Kind
You
of
guys
flips
would
his
probably know
wrist and
better
you
than
watch
me.
out of- He kind of almost pulls it out of the air. Looks like a bottle of. Some
But either
sort of
way,
really
we got
dark
at least
liquor.
another
He kind of
hour
hooks it.
plus. 30,
Takes a swig.
40 minutes of this and another 30 of 111.
It's a handy trick.
Oh, I've
Handy
got
trick.
plenty of them, don't worry.
If anyone's new in the chat, say what's up.
I'd love to
I'll
see
do
more.
a shot in your honor because I'm ready for a shot after Trent just vanished.
Pass the bottle over to Astrid.
And they're all passing the bottle around, so I mean, it's a great time for a shot. We're gonna get all
it
drunk
over
and
to
have that
Caleb,
orgy
too.
I was talking about.
Corpse
Trent's
it.
gonna bust in and be like, I knew you'd all buy into the orgy.
You could come with us.
No, I
You
could not.
could. You could.
No, I could not.
You said technically, and I was
Well,
reiterating technically for comedic effect. Ninja's here. Ninja, how's work? Are you at work tonight?
Maybe.
I'm pouring a shot, everybody. Pouring a shot. We got our bullet bourbon.
talking
We
about
almost have
food or
40 plus
physical
people in the chat.
Sure.
I honestly think having the audio encourages people to stick around. So we're definitely doing the audio from now on. And here is the next shot. So who is new in the chat? One of you?
We'll be,
I know someone new has got to be in
out of the
there.
city soon.
37
Don't know when
people
we'll
I
be
see. Someone's got to be new. Who's new? Say what's up, Jay.
Just be careful.
And you get a shot in your honor.
I'm sorry.
We had a aftershock earthquake. I'm in New Jersey. We were rumbling
towards
about
the trees
30,
above.
40 minutes ago.
You hear again the.
Is it Thaddeus?
Well, he's an owl now.
Is it, or is it Professor Thaddeus? Because if we got Professor Thaddeus up in this piece, I'm taking 36 shots right now for him.
She actually smiles at that. She goes, I appreciate the candor.
I want Professor Thaddeus.
As you guys reach the gates that lead off of the estate itself.
I hope at the very end of all
pushes
this,
it open.
we're engaged in some crazy war battle type thing, and Professor
certainly more
Thaddeus flies
interesting
in,
than I've been too.
and he's like the size of a friggin' car, and like just fucking kills an entire platoon of enemies.
I like you too.
It's never gonna happen, but it would be so
Don't
epic.
let that stuff get
If
to your
Professor
head.
Thaddeus
He's-
grew to the size
that
of
guy's
a car.
little oof.
I don't know why that would even make sense, but I want it to be so.
I would be careful not to say things to
Oh
people
no, I
like
wouldn't
him.
if I had to live here. No. So.
Did you have more aftershocks? Emily Mary, hello, if I didn't say hi. But yeah, on the live stream, we were shaken for like a couple
He's
seconds.
about to say something to Caduceus. Anyway.
No, not all. I didn't feel one all day
Good
since
sentiment.
10:15 when the earthquake happened.
Shall we cross
No
paths again?
aftershocks all day, and then literally
Kind of
we're
puts his
talking
hand on
about
your
it,
shoulder.
and one happened on the live stream. It was around like
She keeps bringing
30,
us
40
together.
minutes in.
And he walks on.
Does he have any marks of the matron on him anywhere?
Passive perception
Oh.
on Caleb. No marks on him, but you do catch as he's leaning forward, touching your shoulder. There is a flash of what looks to be a small kind of silver
Ah,
pendant
of a raven
what looks
feather.
to be a raven feather.
Look at that. Marks of the matron. There's your multi-class.
Astrid kind of lingers for a moment.
Oh,
Thaddeus is gone.
won't use to
Get
say
over
so.
it.
I'm
That's
going
Trent
to
on his
have
familiar
a-
eavesdrop.
No,
I
I'm
figured
not
it was
going to
Trent.
hear.
I got it was Trent from what they were saying,
See, you can do
but
it.
I just want
There's
to
no worries.
hope.
It's pretty
I just wanna
good,
hope.
yeah. But I want to be able
Let
to
me
do,
have
like,
some
you know,
hope,
actually
Adam.
give me-
I want Thaddeus back.
Give it time.
Okay.
Sure you don't want to come get a drink with us? Now that the walking road pylon is left?
37 guys on the clock. 37, we're going to have a shot. That'll be the 30-minute countdown. Then we'll take a break,
appreciate
hit the bathroom real quick, and jump into episode 111.
But I should not.
So get ready. In less than 7 minutes, there's a shot coming. I already
You let
poured it.
Caleb go and
Already
not you.
poured it. I'm going to pour some seltzer
Strange, don't you
into
think?
my icy goodness to get ready for it.
Funny that he let Caleb go and not you.
He's got eyes everywhere, Mr. Trent Ickathon. Adam, you at work tonight? You usually are on the job
Caleb is always
to a certain extent at this time. I know Ninja. I know I asked Ninja like 3 times, and I'm assuming Ninja is at Pizza. Yeah, busy at Pizza Friday. That I read it before I even finished my sentence. Ninja is busy. Ninja, are you on break? Because 5 minutes, we're taking a shot. I don't know how long you're on your break or you're allowed to wait.
Stop him.
I cannot hear.
Sorry.
So I'm sorry.
You mean what you said in there to stop him?
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing is set in stone. Not for you or anyone.
Nothing is set in stone, everybody.
Race to
Agreed
the
on
top.
many
she
race to the
turns.
top.
And heads back into the courtyard.
Oh, that's adorable, I feel like. What a wacky situation we're in.
Let's get away from here. Let's get a little bit away.
Stares at the tower for a moment.
To be like in this place with
Yeah.
these people
Yeah.
after all this time.
There's that.
I was gonna say
I know,
imagine
I
what
know.
that feels like, but how do you even
Owls
begin
used
to
to fuck up
imagine what Caleb's
Cecilia.
feeling?
Yeah.
Unless you
fucking owls.
grew up in a world where people jabbed shit in your arms to make you into a magical
All the wizards
weapon.
come out and kill us.
I say, nothing really draws attention in the middle of, the most wealthy.
All these
magical
wizards come out and
district
kill
in the
us.
The capital city, then just a bunch of rapid gunfire in the middle of a courtyard.
And people running from a swarm of
Out on
owls.
a delivery. Yeah, I'm working out on a delivery. Oh my goodness. I hope you're all right. I'm up in New York. We've got
But we didn't die.
the one in the
We didn't
morning,
fight.
but didn't know
Is that
you got
dinner?
more to this
That's good,
evening.
right?
Emily Mary,
It was good. The steak
it woke
was
me up. I said it earlier.
outstanding.
10:15 woke me out of bed. Coco went running. My cat hid for like hours.
Starving.
And I was freaked out because I never experienced one. And I'm driving to the Jersey Shore after this is over. 3 hours to my house on
I
the
get
beach.
that. I totally get that.
And now I'm freaked out to
feel
go
like Albert
because we got an
Principal, I
aftershock.
wanted to
I'm
touch
like,
it
I don't
all.
want to be on the beach if this shit's going to continue. But everyone's like, don't worry, it's all nothing. I don't care.
He's always
If something
looked like
does happen,
shit,
I'm
but
going
he
to
did
shit
look
my pants.
particularly
I don't want to
sickly,
shit my
right?
pants at the
I
shore.
had a little more vigor.
I don't like doing that.
In my
I'm not
youth,
about that.
but
I'm
not
only
much.
bringing one change of clothes. I can only
Nothing
shit myself
different than last
twice,
time
and then
you
I'm in trouble.
Encountered him. He generally has that sort of Mr. Burns complexion about him.
Mr. Burns.
Okay. Do you know how old he is?
Well, unless
I
he's,
remember-
pulled the wool over my eyes in another way. He's in his,
I remember
late
the
70s.
Tin Man trapped in the shitter. What is that? The Tin Man trapped in the shitter.
And use some of those glamours.
Jay, you're going further away from it.
it's
Yeah,
good. I
that's
was
what my
gonna lay
dad
down
said.
and have a drink
My
of
dad is the one like dying every day of a heart condition.
Well, I'm
And he's
really
like, I
sorry
want to
that
go.
I
I think
made
we're
a
better
comment
off
about
being
Esther's
further
hair,
down.
but-
And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
I was
But
trying
I'm
to be
just,
shitty.
I just never
That was a
experienced it
horrible
before.
thing to
And
do.
it freaks me out a bit.
I thought you
I don't like
complimented her.
having
Yeah, but
no
I did it
control
in
over a
that
situation.
girl way where I was
And
being
I
a
don't,
shithead.
I'm not able to
being a mean
control
girl?
earthquakes.
Being a mean girl.
I don't know if anyone can. I don't think anyone
No,
can.
no.
That's never.
But I want to be able to control
Yeah,
earthquakes. Is
I-
that too much to ask?
Code for mean girl, like your hair is really cute.
It was so mean.
That's code for like,
Yeah,
what the
but
fuck are you doing?
That's
girl?
how the girls used to
2
talk
more
to
minutes,
me when I was
everybody.
outside.
Shot time
I
in
don't
2
know why I
minutes.
did
Pour
it.
your shots.
Well, we all want
Shane
it somewhere,
Barron
I
is
guess.
already
Does
here.
that really mean your hair is cute?
I think
Ed
it-
Wolf
Depends on
is
how you say
cut.
it.
Oh, okay. So I was
We
not
also
mistaken.
didn't know if she was going
I
to
thought
be.
she was about the
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
think
I
you
know
were just
exactly.
trying
what
to
you-
stick up for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that the slightly.
I'm chugging
mean
my seltzer to make
comment
room
was
for my
the worst
kombucha.
thing that
I want more
happened tonight,
flavor
and the worst thing
in
that
my
was
mixed
talked
drink.
about it.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
end of
don't
my
want to take anything
kombucha.
away.
End of my energy drink. All we
Tonight.
got left is pomegranate seltzer. Oh no, it's watermelon
I'm so
seltzer.
fucking tired.
I thought it was
of
pomegranate
manipulative
based on the color.
assholes.
If you
He's
look
so
at this real quick,
manipulative.
granted, I
What's
just
the-
realized there's a
what's the-
watermelon
why
at
is that a
top.
theme
But I thought it was
with all of
pomegranate.
us?
Well,
I don't
spend
know
a
what
lot
you're
of time
talking
around
about.
government.
It's delicious. Insanity. I don't even know if that was intentional. It probably was. I'm talking them.
Best thing you've ever said.
Best thing.
I missed it. What did she say?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was, yeah, how funny is that? I missed what you said. What I said was, I don't know what you're talking
Gone
about.
through such great lengths to try and convince us all that they're responsible for our success.
We're talking Dark Tower stuff. Don't
Weird.
mind us. I have never read The Dark Tower. I know bits and
Manipulation, it's like
pieces.
there's
I'm a
one
big
more
fan
person trying
of
to
Stephen
claim
King's cocaine-fused
Pain is
insanity.
the only way.
But I've never seen the movie.
make a
I know a
resilient
little bit
person.
about the books. I've read
What a shitty
probably more
excuse.
Stephen King books than any author in
He's such
history.
a bad
I don't
man.
read a lot, but I used to
you
read a
didn't wanna
lot of
just,
King stuff.
you know,
I read the original
quick
It,
draw on him,
Tommy
Take him
Knockers,
down right there in his dining room.
other things. But I get
myself,
really into Stephen King books.
30%
Oh, The
chance of
Stand.
success.
I read
You
The
got us with
Stand.
you.
I got so
Element
into
of
Stephen King at one point in my
surprise.
life.
Give us
I read all sorts of books to
40%
compare the
chance
shows
of
and the
success.
movies.
Really, I would have thought that would have dropped.
The
it to, like,
original It from the
28.
80s, I rewatch all the time with Tim Curry.
In
It is
there,
such
that's
a
it.
coming of age
not killing
greatness.
them.
As soon as
Even
we
though the
walked in,
ending
I
is
was
to be
not able to see anything with my vision
something
anymore.
I
It's
would
immediately
wish was
discovered.
different.
He can probably block some of our magic.
Fair bit.
There's no way we would have gotten out.
Plus, he
The
had
Langoliers,
Astrid
I read the
and Aelwulf on
Langoliers.
his side.
There's
They're
at
both
least 4 or 5
probably pretty
massive Stephen
powerful.
King books I've
Not as
read.
powerful as you, Caleb. Let's be honest, but pretty powerful.
He
I
strikes
don't
me-
care that they had more years. It doesn't matter. You're very powerful.
You must read Dark Tower. You
He
must.
said
I will
himself,
check it
he's
out.
surrounded by people who
Today is
despise
Curry's.
him and
Curry.
lie to him.
Curry. I say
The minute
Curry.
that he slips up,
Curry's
someone's gonna take him
50th
out
birthday.
anyway.
I'm
We
thinking Tim Curry.
don't have to do
Curry.
anything.
Really?
Set up his own
50th
destruction.
birthday.
The minute he stopped losing, I'm sure.
Like
both
and
of them would
subscribe,
come out
everybody.
in a
We're at
heartbeat, and he knows
53
it.
likes. We're at the 30-minute countdown, but we're
Just
jumping
so
into
dumb.
the next 30 minutes after this. So
he's
sit
not
tight.
dumb.
Don't go anywhere. We're
So
jumping into
why?
episode 111 after this. We have hit 50
Emotionally,
likes, and
maybe.
50 likes gives us 30 minutes.
Very
100 likes
yes,
gives us
but
an hour. But if
he's
not, we'll do the YouTube video
He
first.
knows
You won't miss
exactly what
anything.
he's saying.
Yeah, he's always been one to control narrative,
Is everybody ready for a shot?
and that is a big part of holding on to power, controlling narrative.
I've read The Dark Tower,
I believe
Cell,
I
Buick
believe him that your
58,
parents said,
and
"Do
Fairy Tale.
whatever
I
it
don't
takes."
know Buick 58.
I didn't feel
I know
like he was lying
Christine.
there, but
Buick
course.
58. I don't know if I've heard of
no way they
that.
knew what that meant.
I have a funny feeling that if we brought them back for a 5
Curry was my read too early book that all avid readers have.
Caleb,
I
on
was
that
10.
note,
Damn, young
I was
age,
thinking
Amy.
about it at dinner. I mean,
Honestly, I
really
wanted to
decent
get
and
back into reading. Me and my brother were talking during
bring them
Easter,
back.
and he's like, I read all the time now,
Body.
or do like books on tape while he runs.
oh,
And I was like, I gotta check stuff out. Maybe I'll check out The Dark Tower. He was telling me to
Yeah.
read The Three Body Problem because
Is
we,
there a grave?
me and my brother,
think
binge watched
it's
Three Body
bones.
Problem, and people
Yeah,
are like, the
is
books
there-
are
is there a
phenomenal.
marking?
So he was telling me I should read that because he was doing books on tape while running and listened to it.
I mean, if it's something you want to look into,
Let me think about that.
Let me
There's
think
a very
about
good
that.
chance that the
Who wants a shot? I know I said it
Spirituals.
already, but who wants a shot? Also,
collected their
Red
remains, but
Cell
maybe.
and from a Buick 8.
I'm sorry to bring it up.
I don't know if I'm reading
No,
that. The Long
no, you're
Walk,
okay. No, you are
Chattery Teeth, The Talisman. I never heard of. I think I heard of The
Let's,
Talisman. I do recommend Audible.
And then there's
My brother does. That's what my brother has. He has
an
Audible.
We can stay
I think that's what you're talking about. It's like the Amazon thing.
Easy enough to find a dive bar. There are plenty places in Rexentrum, especially up in the, the northern more.
Everybody, thumbs up
Light
for a
region.
shot. We're all doing a shot. Hit the
you stumble into one
radiators.
of the nearby
Drink
dive
whatever you
bars,
like. You don't have to get
not
drunk.
making
But I
too
am
much of a
going on a
fuss
3-hour
and
car
find
ride,
a
so I
place
want to
to
be
comfortably
nice
feel
and
like you can talk.
spicy. I'm not driving, so I'll be all right.
Did that go well for you?
Oh, no. No, give
All right,
me
here we
50
go.
more questions.
Me and my brothers got into reading Stephen King
Seems like
as
Ashton was,
teenagers. I loved the Needful Things
not a
book.
total
Of course, I don't know
sociopath.
how, since I don't know how
Maybe.
it has been since my
quite
teen
like
years.
both of them,
Maybe that's what it says. I can't see because the emoji's blocking
Yeah,
me.
they're very likable.
My brother was
they
really
always
into
were.
Isaac Asimov. He used to
got
read
a pretty good read
all
on
like the
people. I
iRobot
think
stuff,
they're all
Isaac
right.
Asimov. He was really into Michael
And,
Crichton.
you did a good thing for them today.
I read Jurassic Park when
Showed them what
when the
life could
movie
be
was
like.
coming out. I
Even
would
just for a
borrow his
second.
books. My brother's a
Maybe
very
it'll stick in them.
very
I find myself
what is
wondering
it, book smart guy? What do they call it?
his plan.
I'm more
for me
street
to
smart. My brother's more book smart.
Take wing.
Nothing. I
and
mean, we're
achieve
both
the things he wanted
well-rounded,
without being
but
right
I'm
under his
definitely
thumb.
more of a real-world street smart person. My brother's not an idiot with street smart stuff, but he's way more into
If I go
books
off and
and
do
stuff than I
anything
was.
with you all.
I tell
Is it
people all the
part of his
time.
plan?
I consider myself a very educated person, but my brother is
I got
more
the sense he's kind of winging
like he
it.
went to college. I didn't really. I went to
I
community
don't know.
college.
They handle
He
it
went
with
to like a
attitude when
university.
you were in Rexentrum.
He's you know, more
On top of
studious.
it.
Nothing
He's
against
not-
community
he's not
college, obviously, because I
directing
went
this, though.
there.
This is just him
But
taking
he went
credit
to
for
like
what you're doing
a
so that
good
you feel like you're being
school
manipulated.
and really focused on his education.
This is
I just kind of went to
It's an
party.
interesting
this is just a person who can't admit that they're not in control.
But let's take a
It's a
shot for the
tarot card
500th time.
Yeah, that's actually a very
Hey.
fair,
Asimov
fair
is dry. I
estimation.
thought the same thing. I read a couple
not
of the
a good
things. I
comparison
never
at
could
all.
get into
It's a great
Asimov.
comparison.
I thought Michael Crichton was good. Stephen King was my jam. The craziness, horror,
speaking
sci-fi
of tarot
type
cards
element.
and stuff,
My whole
and
life I've been into
controlling the
sci-fi and
narrative.
horror,
You want me to
so
read your fortune?
Stephen King was the way to go. But cheers to everybody.
doing that.
Is anybody new in the chat before I
Something
take it?
that I assume
If
you told
anybody's
me
new,
earlier
you get a
about-
shout out. You get a shout out. I mean, I know I just did it 10 times, but I want somebody new to be like, Jay, I love you for everything you do. And then I'm going to go, I love you back. And then take a shot for them. Callisto is here. Callisto Warrior Queen. If no one else is new in here, Callisto's getting it because Callisto stays up late to watch this with us.
This Trent
10-second countdown. And then Callisto's getting the shot.
Somehow, you know, controlling the narrative. They don't want anyone to know about it, or maybe even the Cobalt.
Dragon Dance Chronicles got me into playing D&D. I feel like I've heard of that. The murder mysteries and fantasy, especially young adult fantasy. I love the Magician series. Is the Magician series related to the show, The Magicians? Because I've seen The Magicians, the show. All right, 10-second countdown.
Scrubbed, absolutely.
I can pretend to be new. Ninja,
I don't know.
this is
the
half for
Soul,
you and half for Callisto Warrior Queen.
If they went under any of the
and all
names.
of you as well. Dylan, I'm not new, but honestly, Dylan is the newest to our family. So Dylan, you will be the final shout out before the shot, and I will finally drink it. Cheers to everybody.
And then
do your radiators, do your shot taking,
really
do
sorry.
a dance,
Going on a tangent.
Irish jig, whatever you want.
So, Trent asked us about Schadengraden tomb raiding. Nonagon, where is it? Hang on.
Nonagon.
Nonagon.
I haven't heard Nonagon in a while.
When you rearrange them and add their numeral position together.
Remember to drink.
That's the end of the seltzer. So all of my beverages are gone. I have a bottle of water and a full cup of
that we talked to
watermelon seltzer with kombucha.
Asked about Nonagon and said that
no, Magician is a more traditional fantasy with some political moments.
And that they were running
Tilbird, Ninja, everybody unite. Dylan, Edward.
Running from a spellcaster named Trent Ikithon.
Or
Trent Ikithon. Dylan, every time I see your name, I think of Dylan.
People off on to rob tombs.
Dylan is in trouble, I think it is. My sister watches that all the time. Dylan is in trouble. I've watched a bunch. He's a good dude. But every time I see your name, I immediately think of Dylan is in trouble.
And recognize
That's not a bad thing.
Nonagon, which was...
I just don't know any Dylans in my life, besides you.
And
Nonagon was Molly. Yeah, Nonagon was Molly.
I mean, they would probably know...
Stole a book in Trouble with the Law. Ritual resistant teleportation.
The Magicians are also books, though. Lore. All right, focus, lore.
I'm decipher my notes. Like
Nonagon, Molly, deciphering notes. I am reading.
They maybe stole a book.
I'll focus. Focus time. We're down to 20 minutes. 20 minutes left.
Called the Tomb Takers. Whoa.
I remember that.
The Tomb Takers, I do remember that.
The Task Takers I wrote down.
Oh.
Or was it the
I
Task?
also wrote down Tomb Takers.
I was going to say, I remember Tomb Takers.
Oh no, are they the Tomb Taskers?
No.
The Tomb Taskers.
I wrote down Tomb Takers or
Like and
Task
subscribe
Takers.
if you haven't, everybody.
While we're hanging out with Bess and we're like, oh my god.
Break in 20 minutes. We'll take a bathroom break because I do have to pee a little bit. Not too bad. I'll make it 20 minutes.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Just talk to them.
Yeah.
Or that.
Your plans are always so boring.
I'll let you go first. I'd like to have a plan G.
Sure.
Plan
Then I feel like
G.
there was another thing. Oh.
Plan G. How deep is A, B, C,
Okay, hang
D,
on.
E, F,
You
G?
mentioned
That's
that
7
before.
in.
We are
A
in the
plan
bar while
7.
She does this. It's
I'm
so perfect.
just flinging notebooks around as Bo goes through all of her notebooks.
Can we get a round of drinks and some yarn and some thumbtacks,
It
please?
was, okay.
A round of drinks, yarn, and thumbtacks.
It's a super conspiracy theory-tastic. But, okay.
I
we're
love
going
it.
to
Conspiracy
excavate
theory-tastic, let's
the
say.
city of Aor. And it was this mage-ocracy.
Mageocracy, eh?
And they think that no
Mageocracy.
survivors lived, right?
Right.
I said this. There's someone alive.
But
Trent Ikathon.
What if there was
One. And it's Trent Ikathon. Or someone
Halas.
taught Trent Ikathon.
Who's Halas? Oh,
Happy Fun Ball, Halas.
Guy, yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking, I said this,
Because
this
when
is
we
my
were in
theory,
his
but I
little
didn't have
ball
Halas in
for
it.
the Astral Sea thing. We already kind of mentioned this in the Happy Fun Ball, and how we saw the Astral Sea.
I wanted to follow up at this coming week in the libraries and see if
Right.
My theory
Because
was
he
someone
had that
survived
map,
from the
And it was a
Mageocracy.
map
and
from,
taught
that
somebody,
you touched
possibly
the
Trent,
red gem
possibly
of,
Halas.
and it was pre-calamity.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The stained glass window was a pre-calamity map. So maybe this guy was from pre-calamity and he got super obsessed with like living for forever. But maybe what if he's
I'm
a
digging it.
survivor
I'm
from
digging it.
Aeor.
Aeor. Thanks
Aorta.
for
No,
noticing
that
me.
is
I want
plausible.
Caduceus to do that.
We
But I
have
don't know how any of this connects.
Well, the
I
astral
dig it.
sea
I dig
also
it. I
connects
don't know
to-
how it connects
to-
either, but I
to
dig it. I
Vokodo
like the
somehow, right?
theorizing.
Weird.
That's where it came from.
What if
Because-
like Aeor is like part of that weird floating city that we saw? Like,
Maybe
what if
this
it just
is
like?
the city.
Oh, like that's Aeor.
That's
and it just
Aeor.
like bamfed into.
Like it was so magical. It just like.
Like the island in Lost, it
like
bamfed.
didn't actually crash.
Oh, sorry if I just spoiled Lost for you.
or a
It doesn't. That doesn't
contemporary
happen in Lost. I swear.
Another city of the time.
While all this is happening, I'm going to be telling Ford's fortune with tarot cards.
I didn't ask you. Why do you keep putting?
I'm
gonna
loving
pull
the
out
theorizing though.
cards.
You guys know me
Just
and my
choose a number
theories.
between 1 and 20. Roll your dice.
1 and 20.
8.
Okay,
8.
that's gonna be the card you pulled out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
going to see what that is.
Ford rolls an 8. We're doing tarot card readings.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna read this card for you.
And this tells me my future.
I'm gonna interpret it.
It's my future or what?
This is going to be where you are right now in your present.
Okay.
All right.
The eye and the hand is the card.
Now we're just out of coincidence. The eye in the hand. After we're dealing with the eye
Yeah,
of
one
9
way.
and everything.
Which- Pick.
I can't help but think
Roll a
the
D6.
eye of 9 is related to the mighty
you're
9,
reference.
and nobody
2.
can figure it out because it's something in the
So the
future.
eye
What
is
if I'm this?
facing
This is
towards
all
you.
new. I'm just coming up
An
with right now
eye
off
is
the top of my
held by
head.
2 hands
What if it hasn't
forming
happened
a
yet? And we are the
triangle.
eyes of 9. We are the mighty
Hands are
9, the
holding
eyes of
the
9.
eye
It's happening in the
above a
future.
restless sea.
Above a restless sea, Jester standing up in shock. What if we are the future? What if we're seeing the future and the eyes of 9 are us?
I know. Above a restless sea. Oh my god.
Yeah, what is the odds? What is the odds? A restless sea? I mean, I'm buying into it. I'm buying into all the mystery of
It's okay.
everything.
No.
Now roll another d20.
There's more?
Yeah, then this is going to be your future.
Are we the
What was the
baddies?
interpretation
Jester
of that?
reading
Oh,
are
that's,
insane in the campaign.
obviously, You are.
Oh, Amy.
torn
Hello, I'm
between,
back. Amy, you're
where
here. I see you. I
came
hear
from,
you.
Which is the eye and the sea, the turmoil of
If
the
I'm right,
wild
don't
mother
tell
right
me.
now.
But all of
You're
you remember
figuring
this
out who
day.
you are in
I
this
think we
very
are the
moment.
future.
Do you go
And we
take
are the eyes
care
of 9.
Of Uk'otoa?
Because this thing came from another
Or do you
dimension.
follow the path that's
What
been
if
laid
it
in
is
front of you
already
by her?
happened?
11.
And that was the future.
I'm.
Oh my god, this is such a good card.
I love this so much.
This card is called Home or Traveler.
Traveler?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait, is this a secondary card?
Yeah, this is the future card.
Oh, okay, okay.
A covered carnival wagon on a road with a cottage cozy in the distance. You are. Yeah.
That's us. That's
You're
us.
one-
When we met you, we were at a carnival.
You
Yeah.
went to the.
So it's
You
a
could.
carnival.
I.
to you.
I.
It's a
Nothing
cozy
against tarot
cottage in
cards
the
and stuff like that.
distance.
But I
Don't
feel
you
like
know your home?
almost like
Don't you see? You're
what is
on
it?
the road right now. You feel like everything
Astrology.
is a
I was trying to
circus.
think of the
You
name.
don't know what's going
almost
on,
like
but in
astrology.
the
I feel like you
distance,
can make sense
forward,
out of anything.
There is a cozy home
if you think
waiting
about it
for
enough.
you. That's your future.
Like I have friends that are very into astrology.
You
And they're
have
like
your
every morning they
place.
get up,
You
they
go
read
find
their
it.
astrology thing or their astrological thing for the day.
It's wonderful.
And they're like,
Justin.
this is exactly what
isn't it?
happened. And I'm like, but every other one could almost be what happened too. And I don't want to,
Caleb.
you know, to each his
I have
own.
note two going
I ain't
on
going to say it ain't
conversation
true
with
because I don't
Beauregard.
know. But I just feel like you can make sense out of everything.
You did know, because you recalled this as you were recalling information about Halas in the folding halls. He is historically known to have hailed from
Seidel?
He
had books about Seidel.
Right. Well, Seidel was the society.
Talzin is so
the
proud
actual,
of Molly's legacy.
Like the
I am proud that he is proud because
Council of Seidel,
he should be.
which he was part of. But the actual city that he was from was Zemnias, which was another one of the floating cities, kind of a competitive nation to
Zemnias?
where
Like
Eowyn was
Zemnia?
from.
Zemnian?
That when it fell in the calamity, the survivors of that are who began the early Dwendalian Empire.
All right.
When Zemnius fell?
Yeah, Zemnias fell, which is why it's called the Zemni Fields, and Zemnian is the language. It's all based on the survivors and scroungers.
And they came up with the Dwendalian Empire.
Another separate floating city.
Correct.
Very good to know.
Scratch the whole he was from Aor, though. But same time, and neighboring.
Hey,
and Zemnias
I'll buy
was
into it.
smaller, and comparatively to Aor was like the superpower. Zemnias was still a powerful agent, one of a handful of floating mage nations.
Yeah, and it would be very
floating
interesting
mage
to
nations. I like the way he
dive
puts
back
it.
Into the,
one of the many
Alas,
floating
and find him and ask him questions, but that is quite a
mage nations.
That's a tall order.
Mageocracy.
But there's also all this business with the Resdune and the
Resdune.
abyssal invasion that he apparently threatened.
Yeah, it seems like there's all sorts of other realms and planes sort of converging here. for
Molly
some reason.
kind of sucked
I
as
had written down the same thing.
fleshed out as he
I
was.
had an order.
Honestly,
of
it was so
Tombtakers, question
long
mark?
ago. I feel like we
North
didn't
to
tap into nearly as
Shadowguard,
much as Molly could have been.
Mollymock's old
I almost
order.
feel like
Shadowguard?
this would
Really?
make more sense if we had Molly around
Mollymock's
with the
old
whole.
order. He pulled them off from the main order. No idea what that means.
He made a sect.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Thanks, Yasha.
It's a sect.
I mean this was.
I'm a sect. That's good.
What if it was Vester Ragna that was coming after him?
I'm lost.
There's so many
down
theories
where I wrote
spitting
him.
out.
Huh?
A magical woman revived him, right?
Yes. Yes.
He just woke up.
Yeah, he said he just woke up.
A magical woman
It was
revived
originally-
But I don't know.
It was a
We're
no.
I feel
It
like
was a
we're really
rumor.
reaching now,
I
but I
remember
dig
that
it.
as
I still
well.
dig the theorizing.
A woman helped pull him out of it.
Yeah.
To my recollection.
Yeah.
He's just screaming.
That's what I remember. I remember a woman.
Screaming along with
But
them
guys,
now, but that's
next
neither-
where I wrote Tomb Takers and Nonagon, I've also written Mahogany Desk and Young
Mahogany
Bearded Gnome.
and young bearded gnome.
Case closed.
You've cracked it.
Mahogany, young bearded gnome, Nonagon.
What if
All of it
Nonagon
connects.
was pillaged? What if he was instead of the robber? What if he was the Robbie?
The Robbie.
Robbie.
Robbie,
That's my sister's boyfriend. We always say Robbie.
love you, Robbie.
I'm genuinely
Love you, Robbie. He was the Robbie. He's not Molly. He's Robbie.
I don't know.
Molly
man.
had a
I have
lot
so
of
many
issues
notes,
he could have
and
Bo, drink
had
your
to
beer.
deal
It's
with.
gotta
But instead,
connect.
Molly died, and so they focused
gave her
on
a straw
his
for a
best
beer?
parts to
It's
remember.
all I got.
I'm
man.
like 12 minutes
It's
away.
just
I don't know what
mixology
it
bar.
is, but I'm waiting for whiskey.
Yeah.
Not on this side. It's like
I don't know what it is, but I'm waiting for whiskey. I just love Cad's energy, and that he's and that we have two such
So we're
different
gonna go to Zadash next.
And then
clerics, and yet
maybe
they
your
work as
dad
well
can
together.
set up
Yes,
a
I agree. I had to focus
honest
in. My eyes
conversation.
started getting messed up.
Kree?
J,
yeah,
Edge,
no threats, no harm.
J,
He's there.
Edge to
I can send my
Marisha.
dad a message
Do it.
and ask if he can
Edge
gather
to
Kree.
Marisha.
I'm gonna send my dad a message.
I don't know what you mean.
Hi, Dad, it's me. We have a favor to ask.
Or just me look to Marisha.
Can you get Kree?
Gentlemen,
We need to talk to him.
all right. Cree, that's right.
Her shit.
That's
Her.
right. We haven't talked about. For a second, I was like, "Who the hell's Cree?" Cree was the one that took the blood.
Super important. I love you.
Cree is the one that took the blood from all of us. We haven't brought that name up in
It's been a
forever.
while.
We're also down to
love
the
to
final
help,
10.
but
10 minutes left.
Kree left months ago and hasn't returned, so I have no idea where she is.
Where did Cree go?
Send
Why
her
did
a
Cree
message.
leave?
Anyway,
Sending. Yes, send Cree a message. Send Cree a message.
Actually, might be able to find them.
Yeah, can we? Can we send Kree a message?
Send Cree a message. Let's do it. I'm in.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
buying
not
into
Kree,
this.
right?
Why
Yeah.
would Cree leave? Kree is our blood taker, and Kree just dips.
Hi, Kree.
Yeah.
It's Jester. Remember me?
Listen to the
where
music
are
too.
you? I need to
The
talk
music
to
is
you.
kicking in.
It's about
She's a blood hunter.
Nonagon. Say Nonagon.
Nonagon.
Still on my
Lucian. Or
phone.
Lucian,
Didn't
you
see her
know?
there. Marisha is visible. Oh,
Let me
wow.
know, okay.
Yeah, Marisha's there. I see Marisha. The only one I don't see is Ford, Matt, and Jester.
Lemmy, we're treating.
Oh, Lemmy.
I hope your message
Ellie
is
and
but that
me,
was
right?
more.
Yeah, I
few
like the
moments
sending.
pass
Clever.
before you
I
get a
agree.
response.
Kree is a cleric, I think.
Who?
Just-
is this?
Kree is acting kind of sinister.
She doesn't remember me.
I don't think I can help you.
Why is Kree being creepy?
I'm gonna send the message back.
Look at Talzin's face. Talzin has a very concerned
the blue
look.
girl, Jester. We met a while ago.
My dad is
I had
the
a group
gentleman.
of friends. We knew Lucian.
The club at the
Lucian.
At the
Lucian? I think it was Lucian, right?
It's at the.
At the gentleman's club,
at the
he's
beginning
my
of it.
dad.
Down to the floor.
Oh, money is involved.
money's involved.
To the window, to the floor.
A few more moments
Wait,
pass.
to the window, to the wall, not the
A
floor.
few more moments pass. After a while, you get the sense that there's going to be no response.
What is Kree up to? What is this
She made
shit?
me waste a spell slot.
I would be sending her every
You
5
know, she
seconds. I
works
wouldn't let her
If she works
rest.
for the gentleman, then we know the gentleman has her blood.
That is
and the gentleman should be
very
able to trace
creepy
her.
and deceiving that she's not answering us.
That's a good point.
Point
She
of
knows who
interesting
we
order.
are.
She was the one who kept and extracted the blood for the gentleman.
That's what I'm saying. She has all our blood.
Specifically, her skills.
The first thing I remember was she kept our
She was a
blood.
blood cleric.
I said in the way back when, I said I wouldn't give anyone my blood. God knows what you're able to do with the blood of people.
Well, that's a dead end.
It just hasn't come up in 100 episodes. When was that? What episode did we go to the gentleman
We go to Antarctica
and she took our
and we
blood? That had to
fucking
be
find
like
an
almost
underground city and
not
some other
100.
crazy magic
It's
shit.
probably a
We're
good
gonna do
80
that,
episodes
but
ago
Well, somebody
that
has
Kree
a
took our
Whole
blood.
week in Rexentrum
We also have Scroll.
or anywhere we want.
We're down to
Well, do you want to
7
do like
minutes. 7
that?
minutes, everybody.
I guess I don't have to. I can just send him messages.
Like and subscribe if you
Talking to your
haven't.
dad anyway, just to see
We're
if we can
already
get
into the
any
next 30
information.
minutes. We're going to take a break in 7
handful of
minutes.
words, it's different.
Bathroom break.
Puma, don't you guys
Maybe
have
get a
those
bottle
words
of water.
enchanted?
Always.
Oh, so many things.
Oh, so many
That ring of
things.
yours, you gotta
Tal's
put some
body
magic into
language
that.
says so much. Yeah, Tal'zin, look at him. He's freaking out. I said it before, too. He is like covering his
I'd
mouth.
like to talk to him about that, actually.
Well, what if we hold up?
And
here in
Tal'zin
town for the
knows
night, and in the
things that we
morning
don't because of the
spend the
background
day
of
in
Molly.
Zadesh?
Okay.
Is it? I guess I don't know. Is it meta? Yeah, I guess it would be a form of metagaming if
No, I
Caduceus
am
knows
chosen.
things that
I will
would
lead the
affect the
Empire
game
unto
because of
1,000 years
Molly's
glory.
past. It's almost like Caduceus can't interfere
nothing.
even if he knew something. I don't know if he does,
Besides, I have
but
this
Caduceus is acting crazy.
place we can stay tonight that I.
Episode
I
13,
think you
maybe?
will.
It was way back. It is almost 100 episodes ago.
Oh, a new spot?
In my head, I'm like, 100 sounds like a lot.
Not the shitty tavern.
But
we
it
were
was
at?
a long
Not
time
the City
ago.
Tavern.
And if you go back to my reaction,
Trust
I
me?
know I already said
Trust.
this, but when
Totally.
Kree was taking our blood, I was like,
slapped
I
down
would be
two
like,
gold.
no,
I have
you
no
ain't
idea what
taking
the
my
goal was,
blood.
but I'm sure that covers
I
it.
feel like we
Whatever
almost
covers it.
had to at that point,
Head towards the door.
but that,
And
like,
I will.
in this world, I feel like you could do some
I'm
crazy
not gonna
shit
say
with
this to any
people's
of them, but I
blood.
will either go to the same basic ass inn that we went to earlier, or whatever's closest.
Okay. To where you are
Now
now,
I'm
you're a little bit
uneasy.
further away.
Cad and Molly never met.
So you would be
Textbook,
finding a new,
not
Okay.
new
metagaming.
location. And it's not. It's not.
It's
hard to
been a
find. They're all
while.
Pretty. You know, you're on the
Si-
cusp of
isn't
Squalor in this
catching
part of
on,
the city, so
that's a bummer.
That's good.
Okay.
So I will find.
Tal
a
doesn't
place
know
that
anything
doesn't
about
look like
Molly's
an
past. He
instant death
may
trap.
have
Right, not being that technical.
intuited
I'll lead everybody
some
in.
things, but doesn't
Wow.
And
know.
walk up to whoever is at the front desk.
Look at Cat.
Okay.
Look at
You
him.
want
Look
me
at
to
him. Look at
front desk
Talzin.
CA?
He's rolling dice. He is getting all like you could like somebody said earlier.
50s
You
or
could read a
so,
lot by his body language.
Hair that's gone
And
gray at the
Talzin,
roots, kind of goes to a bit of red at the end.
it's
Probably
like
been a
almost
long
like a
time
poker
since I've
face.
noticed that. My hair
Talzin
color
wears
just
his
faded over
emotions
time.
on his
Very,
sleeve.
very kind of leathery skin that's seen a harsh life.
I used to play.
She's
I told you
sitting
guys,
there at
I
the
played
edge with
poker
what looks like a big
for 10 to
tankard,
15 years
and,
religiously.
looks like partway into
And
her
I
cups
could
in front of
read
you.
people. Like some people show their emotions
Good evening.
hardcore,
I know it's somewhat late, but
whether it's intentional or not.
there are. I'm going to need 9 rooms for the evening, and in one of them, I
9
specifically
rooms.
need a closet or a wardrobe. I have a lot of luggage. Do you have?
Do we
something
even
that can
have
accommodate
9
that?
rooms? 9 rooms is a lot.
Probably.
Okay.
Right. 9 rooms. Closet.
In one of them, at least, yeah.
There's an extra charge for the closet.
Extra charge. For,
I can
we're
handle
asking for
closet
9
fee.
rooms. You think a closet's gonna matter,
We'll pay your
sir?
closet fee.
The closet fee. We'll pay the closet fee.
That'll run you 2 gold pieces,
That's
including
it?
the closet fee.
Okay, I hand her.
Final deal.
Final
for 3
deal.
gold.
Yeah, there you go. 3 gold. That's a nice tip.
Right.
There you go. That's adequate aquatic. That's an aquatic tip.
Bring up the closet!
Bring up the closet.
Bring up the closet.
Like, what you mean? Bring back for the go. Empty out the meats and carry it upstairs for everyone up.
I'm surprised they even have 9
See
rooms.
this older man come out, kind of this kind of dirty face. He's been in
4
the
minutes
kitchen
left, but we're
sweating. He's
jumping
like,
into 111. Like and subscribe. I see a lot of people jumping in. We're up to 57 likes. We are hitting
Oh, all right.
a top 10 record. We've definitely hit higher, but we're hitting a
Door
top
open.
10 record.
And as you guys make your way out there, these rooms are functional.
We are going to have at
Nice
least another
work.
30 minutes. If we hit 100 likes,
Thank you for
which would
bringing
be
us here.
lovely, we'll watch the next hour.
I
If
tipped,
not, it'll be the YouTube
Sebastian,
video.
what was his
Everyone can
name?
watch it
I tipped
anyway.
Sebastian a silver.
Okay.
It won't be
And,
Patreon.
you
Patreon
know,
will come
before
after.
everyone heads to bed, just
3 minutes left.
just come in with me for a moment. I want to discuss one last thing.
You need some help? I'll go up and.
I got it.
Sebastian is carrying a closet.
Fine. He takes it, and you carry it in this kind of.
Is he carrying a whisper booth? What
Yeah,
is
like,
that?
how are you even carrying a...
It's a wardrobe.
Yeah.
That had been fashioned as like a meat storage rack in the kitchen downstairs.
It's like a
And it's
wardrobe
empty
like
out
you'd
there.
get in your
Smells
attic.
Strongly of cured meats, of various degrees of freshness.
It was used to store
but it
meats.
is a
I mean, that's
functional
probably not
empty
ideal, but
wardrobe.
hey,
Amazing.
it's
I'm
something.
picturing like an IKEA Malm.
It's reminding me of like a phone
With
booth,
just
like
a
but
bunch of
worse.
blood on the bottom.
Like a wardrobe, like one of those things you get at
Sustained
IKEA,
interior.
like a self-building
placed in the room.
wardrobe.
Thank you kindly. Sleep well. And he heads off and shuffles his way back downstairs.
Okay, I get the last of the 9 in, and I shut the door. Give me 1 second. And I open the door of this wardrobe
Which smells
closet,
of
which
meats.
smells, and I pull out the wand that Kaliana gave me, and I look at the bottom of the wardrobe, and there's a little hole, a
Callie.
little imperfection in
We're
the
going
wooden
back to
knot, and I
Callie.
stick the wand into that hole so it's standing up. And then I pull out several pieces of stained glass and arrange them just so. And I take out a small piece of slate.
The music
and
is kicking
put,
in.
Excuse me, granite. and
We're
put
going
that on the ground, and
back
that
to
little wooden
Callie
hat that I
Callie.
had fabricated. I put on top of the granite, and I then begin to use chalk to draw around those. And I draw a solid line behind that wand and start to utter words. And a moment of this, and that chalk line begins to glow a thin golden amber color, and a rectangle of amber shimmers up from that line, and the amber begins to waver, and past it, you see just the barest glimpse of windows of stained glass stretching up into the air.
I dig it,
And
but
I
what
say,
is...
"Welcome home." And I walk in.
Walking in.
Look at all of our faces.
Let's go. Let's go.
Same.
Same. We're gonna end it right here.
Step into
Oh
the
God, we're gonna end it right here. We're jumping
Follow
in.
Caleb
In my head, I'm like,
into
what is
whatever
happening?
Strange realm he seems to have called you into.
But
We're gonna go ahead and call.
I was gonna say it's 4:07. We're jumping into the next. Everybody, don't leave. We're gonna take a bathroom break. We'll wait till Matt waves goodbye. Signs off. Is it Friday yet, or is it Thursday yet? Is it Friday yet for us?
So, you get
Let's
this
wait
down
for
in your
Matt.
description.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm sure you've been thinking about it for a
Bathroom
while.
break. I love
Thank
Liam's
you
magic
all so much for joining
descriptions.
us.
Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed
Jay
it.
doesn't watch The
Sweden.
Doctor.
We love you very
I watch.
much,
I'm on
and
season 4 of
is it
Doctor
Thursday
Who.
yet?
Is it Thursday yet? All right, we're done with that. I'm almost done with season 4 of Doctor Who. If you're talking about that, I assume that's what you're talking about. Let's get into 11. Here, I'm going to mute it real quick so we don't die. Whoop.
Library shelves.
Whoa!
Out a
Don't
sea,
tell me things.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode.
I had to click things because it was telling me things.
amongst the lining of the library shelves.
The Abode.
They got magic and flair. They got falchions and cunning. They don't see you.
I thought something must have screamed in. Here we go. It almost sounded like someone was yelling my name. Ooh, this is a short one. 3 hour. Counting the break, this is like a 3 hour
Welcome back.
episode.
So, last we left off, the Mighty Nine, after heading their way towards the capital
We're
of
gonna wait for
Rexentrum
Matt's
to
recap.
meet up with Lady Vesterugna of the Cerberus Assembly. You discovered that there was
Here, I'll let
interest in
you guys
north,
can hear
the
it. You guys can
region
hear
known
it.
as Eiselcroft,
We're just gonna hear the intro.
within the perspective of Vess, and she wished to hire you as both bodyguards and co-delvers.
We're gonna
within
set the clock
these
once we
apparently
get
lost
to the
ruins
point.
of an ancient pre-calamity mage
I'll put this
city
back.
known as Aor, to the frozen wastes in that way.
Or should I edge
You agreed to
Caleb
this,
still?
and upon exiting her tower, it seemed that another member of the assembly was aware of your presence, as a letter was sent to Bren, inviting him and his friends to dinner at the Abode.
Heaven,
To shimmy, and then reveal the interior. And as you all step through, invited by Caleb
I
into
skipped
this
it a little bit,
space,
obviously.
Tell them what they see.
yeah. Well,
There we go. 11:50, because Caleb was stuttering a little bit. 11:50. Everybody set your clocks. We're going to reset this. 11:50, and then we're going to watch the first 30 minutes. Wait, what happened? Stop. Oh, reset. So we got 11:50. 11:50 on the clock. Should I edge Caleb again? Is it necessary? You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to read the chat real quick, and then we're going to take a bathroom break. I'm trying to tell him 11. Oh, my bad. We'll do 11:50 because Matt recapped it, and then Liam was like, excitedly saying, and here we go. So 11:50, everybody. I apologize, Star. I didn't say. Liam, please. Yes, people are saying Liam, please. So let's edge Liam in. Let's ledge him in. Edging in Liam. We're going to take a bathroom break because I actually have to pee pretty bad now. I'm going to get another bottle of water. I'm trying to align it perfectly with the clock, but it's not being my... There we go. I think that's good. There's Liam. 11:50 on the clock. Everybody get it set. And I'm going to pee. I'm going to get a bottle of water. Thank you, Star. I appreciate it. I honestly didn't see. I apologize. I was like very excited to jump in and see what Matt was saying. Oh, Sam's... Look at Sam's shirt. I can't see who that is. I see a giant face with hair tied up. I don't know who it is yet. Oh my God, who is it? I like the way Sam is sitting. I can't tell who it is. This is Liam's show. He deserves to be in it. We got Liam. That's what I figured. I'm like, we're still on the Liam bandwagon, and Liam is basically doing some sort of crazy stained glass thing. I don't know where we're going. Everyone seems to be very confused by it, but into what is happening. Watch out, Michael. You're gonna get out in time. You're gonna get put in timeout. What, did Michael say something bad? Maybe I won't. Look at... Yes, edge him in. It's Matt. It is Matt, right? I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of who it could be. It is Matt with pigtails. My mom wanted to watch Get Opt... Wait. My mom... Oh, Get Out in Hindi. So I put it on. Then I started watching it. And 2 minutes... And the 2-minute be right back turned into over an hour, LOL. I want to be in timeout. Clever wants to be in timeout. All right, everybody. Liam's love letter to the cast. Everybody, 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. Like and subscribe if you haven't. We're almost at 60 likes, which is the highest we've achieved in months. Probably since we did the Mighty Nine animated show back in, like, very long ago, I feel like. So like and subscribe, stick around. I just have to pee and get a bottle of water. We got 30 minutes into episode 111, so sit tight. Everybody, be right back. I'm just going to die down the mic. You know what? I'm going to let you hear everything that goes on, including me pee if you hear it. Listen very closely, and maybe you'll hear me pee. Coco is sitting here. Who's my baby? Who's my baby? I'm going to miss her. I'm leaving tonight. I'm getting a drink. I'll be back. Hello, we're back. All right, everyone, we're at 60 likes. I love it. Do we need to talk about anything, or should we just jump in? You guys let me know. I got another energy drink because I'm going to have a 3-hour ride right after we're done with this. It is 7:30. We got 30 minutes. I am right on pace to get out of my house by 8:30, and I'm loving it, even with the 30 minutes extra. I'm going to pour this in and mix it with my seltzer. Oh, I don't have a seltzer. Never mind. I'll mix it with my water. I have water in this cup, so I'll mix it. I like to water things down. Should we just roll with it? While we have a break, without spoilers. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, okay. Don't let him start without me. I have to set it up again, Star. Let me know when you're back. Jay trips Aftershocks Part 2. Did an Aftershock happen? I didn't feel it. But M. Gormley... Time for Liam to DM for a bit. I love it. I found out one of teachers next semesters used to be a drummer for the mighty. One of my teachers next semester used to be a drummer for, I don't know what that is. Nin? What is Nin? Roll on highway, roll on along. Roll on highway, roll on along. My mouse and my keyboard were so mean to me just now, but I am back now. What are your thoughts on Bo's conspiracy theories? I was thinking the same thing as Bo. I told you guys a couple episodes ago, I was like the Mageocracy thing. I feel like we're gonna, if we haven't already run into somebody based on somebody from the Mageocracy, and I'm not saying, because I feel like it happened so long ago, but I feel like there were survivors that taught somebody who taught somebody who taught somebody. Or I do like Bo's theory that it might have to do with Halas, because Halas, like, can go, like, there's so much can happen with Halas because of the way of time moves in the Happy Fun Ball. So I do like that angle, because that actually makes it work in a way where time doesn't matter, and it also deals with the astral plane. So I don't know, that is a good one, because I didn't think to that extent, but I feel like there are survivors, because Matt made it a point to be like, there were no survivors, and I'm like, once you say that, then I think immediately like everything is not as it seems. But I recommend BioSteel Mix. Energy and hydration comes in tubs. It replaced Gatorade in the NHL. I recommend BioSteel Mix. Energy and hydrate. I got to check it out, Michael. But either way, is everybody ready? Because I don't want to take too long. We got 30 minutes. We're going to talk a little at the end. I'll be done around 8:15, and then I'll grab my shit and I'll run. So like and subscribe if you haven't. We're almost 40 strong in the chat. Let's do a shot. I know we've already done like 3 or 4, but like I said, I don't got to drive, and I'm feeling glorious. I'm going to eat on the way, or I'll bring some snacks in the car. So everybody, to the best, I don't want to say the best, but the biggest live stream we've had in months. And maybe the best, but you know, I don't want to put a label on it. All I know is, statistically speaking, it is one of the biggest live streams we've had. So I don't know. Does audio help? I'm wondering if audio makes people stick around longer that haven't come in. Because I feel like if you have audio, you're more likely to stick around and see what it's about. But if it's like silent, I feel like some people are like, all right, I don't know what this is. And they kind of just dip. But I love the numbers we're getting. We literally have been close to 40 concurrent viewers the entire time. So cheers. We're already at 62 likes. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Cheers to everybody. Nostradamus. I used to read books and watch all these documentaries on Nostradamus. I love Nostradamus. He's a good friend of mine. Me and him have drinks on the weekends. And yes, he is a friend. And he is alive and well, even though he's probably at this point like 500 years old. Cheers. I'm also drinking so fast that it's all pouring down my face, and I know it. I'll shower when I get down the shore. For now, let's just be rambunctious hooligans and drink and slosh our shit all over our faces. Neil, I heard Monkey Man wasn't as good as people planned. Did you see it yet? I didn't see it, but I saw a thing the other day, last night. People were already coming out with reviews, and they're like, it's not a bad movie, but it's not as action-packed as the trailers make it out to be. And I got a little discouraged because me and Neil were thinking about going this week. I still will go, but I'm a little discouraged now because I heard it's like 30 minutes of action, an hour of dialogue and nothing, and then another 30 minutes of action. But the action I heard is intense. So maybe we'll watch it. Jay's going to be going down the road thinking about what is happening next in the episode. Me and Rasputin go way back. Rasputin. Who is in Anastasia? Is that Rasputin? In the dark of the night, evil will find her. Find her. That's not Rasputin, is it? Is that Rasputin? No. Either way. Now I'm ranting and going on a rabbit trail. Still down, Neil? We'll do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go see Monkey Man. Maybe we'll do a double feature. And we'll be naked and scare everyone out of the theater and then fight everybody that is still around with whiskey. I don't know why we got to be naked, but I just thought it would scare everybody away. 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, we're all very familiar with the limitations of our world. But we've been to places where
we're edging
those
Liam.
Limitations become more malleable. And I have been working on something for all of you.
Christopher Lloyd.
So please.
Once Upon a December is my jam. Once Upon a December, I like that. Anastasia, yes, it is Rasputin. I love Anastasia. I just felt like it was something else.
Of a tall,
Anastasia's top 10. I kid you not. Anastasia's top 10. animated film of all time
And
to me.
all
The music,
walls,
the look.
all 9 of them,
Anastasia.
are
I love her.
vast
I love her.
stained glass windows with
Meg
ornate
Ryan did the
designs.
voice. Beautiful young
these
Meg
are
Ryan.
the
Not that
9
she's not still
schools of
beautiful
magic.
as an old Meg Ryan.
There, that's
Dunamancy.
You can see the dodecahedron at the center of that design.
The dodecahedron,
That
Dunamancy.
one
I love it. Look at
there,
this.
with
Frumpkin.
Frumpkin in his various forms. That is
Frumpkin
conjuration.
in stained glass in his
This
various
one up here
forms. Let's honor
with
honor the
scales,
Frumpkins.
That is transmutation.
Honor the
so on and
Frumpkins,
so
everybody. Show respect.
And I walk us forward.
Let's not get crazy.
About 10 or 15 feet to a winding brass staircase that takes us up onto
more
a tower
drinks.
about 10 feet in the air with a brass railing around it.
Brass railings.
We are now standing at the same height as at the bottom of the windows. And looking up, you can see to the top of the tower.
Look at Matt's
and
head on
40 feet
Sam
above
shirt.
us, there is another hole, also 9-sided. And you can see through that beyond to more space.
Travis
And
is
way
looking
past that, you
jacked,
see
man. I don't know if
another
it's the
hole,
shirt, but Travis is
9-sided.
scaring me with that,
And beyond that,
that
it starts to
size.
get dimmer, but you can still see another hole and another hole. There are 9 floors. Follow me, please.
9
And,
floors.
Caleb steps forward into the
Do we
center
each have our
of
own
this
floor?
platform
And then some?
begins to just think up. Just begins to slowly rise up through the center of the room.
He's levitating?
Yeah. Come on, don't
I
be
love
shy.
it. I
There's
love
much
it.
to see.
It's like Hogwarts with a foot.
Yeah, he built like his own magical world. Caleb built his own magical world.
This is weird.
You just think it, and it is so. At least in here.
Like,
How did this become a thing?
The directions that we
I
can
love
go?
that
Up or
Liam,
down
or
are the only ones that
Caleb,
work.
I
We'll
love
try
that Caleb is
anything.
making
and
this
go up
magical
and
world
spin
without
down
us even knowing.
Little thoughts?
And then he just shows
Watch
us.
as you slowly begin to corkscrew up.
Yeah, tap.
I want Caleb to be like in a Willy Wonka
Act
outfit.
Like I'm swimming, like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's literally what I was just thinking. What the frig is wrong with these
Go up into
people
the ceiling,
thinking
we'll
they're
have to
taking
walk.
my thoughts
You're
in?
moving at about the same rate you are
5 years in the
when
past.
Featherfall is cast on you.
That's literally what I was picturing, Willy Wonka.
So
Come
as you
with me
pass by
and
all
you'll
of
see.
these windows and reach this hole, you see just the barest bit of brass inside the lining of that hole, but pass through it.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And
I'm
as the
in
last
heaven
of,
right now.
You come in. It's
I am
Medusa's
floating in my own little Willy Wonka
soup.
wonderland.
And a brass metal iris closes around where we came from, shutting it.
Yeah.
But we continue to float up a little bit, and now we're in.
Is this going on
another
for an
large
hour?
chamber,
Now
not
I'm
as
excited
tall as
because
the
you
first, but the
all
same
are saying
9
the
sides.
first hour is like
And
this.
you see, well, there are globules everywhere lighting up the room, floating maybe 5 feet.
I'm like giddy,
off
like a
the
child.
floor, all around the chamber.
Are
It is a very
children
large room.
giddy?
It's empty.
Because I am
And there
a
is
giddy
another
person.
ring of globules at the top, and you see on every wall, all 9 sides, there are beautiful.
Listen to music.
Zemlin design.
That was almost like a
sliding
variation, I
doors,
feel like, of a Willy
all
Wonka
closed.
type song.
And in each of the corners, at the floor level, are little wooden.
Is this a variation
holes
of-
or portcullises? And above those sliding
Song
doors are
sounds like
little,
"Come with me and you'll see."
almost like a wooden aqueduct built into the walls. Little tracks moving around the room, some diagonal, some
What is
straight.
happening in my life?
No, just like an aqueduct. We can.
Can we roll like marbles down them? What is this for, Caleb?
I can't even
Look at
read.
that.
Yes.
But you can.
I
roll
love
marbles
Liam
down
so
them
much
if
right
you can
now.
reach them.
I pull out a ball.
It's
bearing.
the whole hour. Matt doesn't talk for an
Roll
hour.
myself over.
Yup.
You cannot.
All right.
Ooh.
This is pretty magical.
Ball bearing.
So the
I just can't
room
believe
is
there's that much description,
wider than
but I'm
the
loving it.
hole that we floated out of. So everyone is generally floating in an undefined, invisible column in the center of this much wider space. This is a large hall.
Are you going to try and toss a ball bearing? Here, bless.
Here,
We're gonna break the
bless.
tower.
I'm looking real quick to see where the break is.
I'm trying to toss a ball bearing in the
Ooh, the break
aqueduct.
is long. Is the
Definitely
wait?
made for blood.
Okay.
The break
Go ahead and make a
isn't
D20
until
roll.
2 hours in, and then the rest is
D4
only an
has a dexterity
hour.
modifier.
There's a massive difference between the first half and the second half in this one, and this one's short. Without the
15.
break, it's only like 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it makes it roughly.
Okay, so what would happen is that ball bearing would hit the aqueduct, and we'd just hear that little slides down and goes down around, hitting corners as it goes maybe to 3 corners and disappears into a hole.
Oh.
And then it comes out a hole on the floor level on the other side and rolls off into the center of the room, hitting the closed brass iris at the center of this floor. And we
How much time did Caleb put into this?
In a massive
AKA Liam. How much time did Liam put into building this world?
This is the salon. This is where we will spend a lot of time together. It's 3 levels of libraries with steps, wooden spiraling steps going up in different places. It is not symmetrical. There are different areas on the floor level in here, not in the center because.
Did Matt know about this? Does Matt did Liam fill in Matt like that? This was like Liam
fainting couches and comfy chairs and a beautiful fireplace.
I feel like he had to like run this past him, or
and
Matt.
Above the fireplace is a.
I feel like he'd have so much
window.
that he couldn't say.
The length of the fireplace, and the glass is in a pattern and color and design that immediately brings to mind
Scan just got that key in Legend of Vox Machina. Scanlan. I saw Scan and I'm like, Scanlan.
Reading nooks and cozy corners. On the second floor on one side you see maps hanging from the wall and a large wooden table in the shape of the continent of Wildmount.
So much attention to detail.
There are globules floating around. Hidden amongst the lining of the library shelves are more of these wooden tracks. There are holes on the bottom level, the second level, the third level.
What's it for?
What's it for?
Do the books actually have anything in them, or are they blank books? Are they real books?
Like and subscribe if you haven't. We are almost to 70 likes.
A lot of books.
I said if we hit 100, we'll watch the next 30 minutes. What are the odds?
There may be some duplicates.
We have 25 minutes.
But not many.
I mean, it's possible. If we hit a minute, we might hit 100 likes. We're very close. I mean, more close than we've ever been. 35 likes away. We'll watch the next 30 minutes after we hit 42 minutes. We're gonna hit 42 minutes.
Liam for over a year.
We're gaining. Every time I look, we got more likes.
Well,
it is possible. It is possible. A like a minute, we're gonna get there.
From being taken from us,
I know it's a little more than that, but I'm saying it's never been closer.
It out and one step at a time, you know. The dome is. I love the dome. We will still use the dome. I cannot always do this. This takes a lot of time and attention and focus.
I want so badly for the Willy Wonka song to play while we're doing this.
Here? I mean, with you? Like, does it disappear when we leave?
Yeah, is it like your little amber?
Do we have to steal this wardrobe?
Yeah, do we need a closet?
No. The doorway to this, right now we are about 1 centimeter off of our current reality. And we're very, it's funny, we're actually very small right now. It doesn't feel that way, but we are. The doorway, as soon as I closed it behind us, is invisible to the proprietors of the inn. And if we are ever somewhere on the side of a mountain or at the beach, and I open the doorway there, it will remain there, usable only by us. And if I close the door...
Amazing.
No one else will see it, so we have a tiny little place to hide.
Usable only by us. No one could stumble upon it, into it.
Well...
I feel like, by accident, no.
It would be difficult. It's not impossible.
I'm feeling like this is like made for us.
Oh, it's just, okay.
Yeah, they could be invited in.
So we have bedrooms?
Yeah, you do have bedrooms.
Oh.
This is 9 floors. I imagine we have everything.
We're already on the 3rd floor.
Third floor.
Oh, yeah.
We can come back here later. It's very late, but this has been bouncing around the inside of my skull for such a long time. Come on.
Okay.
And he just like flies up again.
Floating up through...
I love the idea of forward of goes, just says it up? Like that?
I say backwards blast. Let's go. All right?
I love it.
Did you hear how long Caleb's talking about it? Because that one gets me in the heart every time, over a year. I imagine so much.
Levitates
I did probably talk
out
over
of
it.
the
My
salon
apologies.
Into what is the
I'm sorry, I'm so
the lower bed
excited.
chambers. We're in a very small.
Bear with me if I get
nine-sided
overly
room.
excited
This
about
says
Caleb
NEIN
building a world
everywhere.
for a
It
year,
says
and I'm
9.
feeling like I'm in Willy Wonka's Wonderland.
We're in a small wooden chamber, 9 sides, and
I've told you guys before, if I miss it,
split evenly amongst
just fill
us,
me in.
9 sides.
I can't
there
be
are 3
quiet
doors.
forever. I'm too excited.
play this
I'm
one in
pouring
mind,
drinks
decided
and
that's
having the time of my life. Let me enjoy myself.
Go for it.
Roll some dice.
Roll some dice. Here we go.
Believe him.
Do I believe him?
Do I believe? Yeah, we're questioning him. 20. Oh, we're not a natural 20 though.
He opens the door, and inside you see a very nondescript a fireplace, cozy, Zemnian wooden furniture and architecture.
I just can't
Again,
believe there's
there
so
is
much
a small
world building in this
side table next to
world
the fireplace
that
with
is
stack
a
of
closet.
5 books on it. Several cozy chairs, some water in a pitcher, and then a door leading into another section. You could inspect the entire guest chamber.
I'll try to
if
be
you wish.
quiet. I apologize.
okay,
I'm
I'll just
excited.
inspect
Give
my
me a
room.
break.
That's where the bodies are. Caduceus, this one with the scarab beetle on the door is your room. Please come in.
I love it.
very
Caduceus
tall
got the scarab beetle door.
It's not that tall a door, but the furniture is
Not
quite
that
large in
tall.
the next
You gotta-
room.
you gotta
It is,
crouch a
more
little,
accommodating
Caduceus.
to your size than you're used to traveling with us for the most part. In this room is
Look at Marisha.
another fireplace with a fire burning and a stained glass window. This one depicting the story of clay, stone, and dust. On the left, beasts of the
What
wild
the
within a
hell
cavern of
is
red
happening?
and gold. At the center is a pool of water surrounded by caverns
So
of
much
crystal
detail.
and plants and flowers growing about it, all in glass. And at the right, a pool of fiery magma within a cavern of obsidian.
Yeah, but give us the details.
Caduceus. Yeah, but
Furniture,
give us some
simple,
detail.
wooden,
My
furbolg-sized.
God.
It is reminiscent, the furniture in this room, of your
Did
graveyard.
Liam
home
write a
from the
novel
brief
to
glimpse we
describe
had
all this?
inside. There is a tea station in the corner, and that pot is endless, boiling water.
Endless boiling water for
I
tea.
want to go back
Magical
and
curry.
re-describe my outfit that I was wearing last game.
Yeah. We made a big deal out of Jester
Push
being
open,
extravagant.
an inner door, and we find another room. This room is doesn't seem like a room. It is filled with an eclectic assortment of fungi, crystal formations, ferns,
So many
and other
fungi
plants.
in here.
There
I
is,
knew there was going to be a fungi joke.
a potted plant.
I
that
was
is
gonna
home
say
a
it, but I was
small
trying to be
colony
quiet.
of bioluminescent beetles that are crawling around on it now.
Oh my god.
And I push through, and within is a very large 4-post bed that is furbolg-sized. And there is a brass bathtub in here.
Giant
and you can see
bed,
steam
giant
rising
bathtub.
Of hot water in it.
Oh no.
Can I have Caduceus's room?
Did this cost Caduceus? I mean,
Next,
Caleb?
come. Hey,
Like, is Caleb able to build
birthday,
this
everyone.
with just magic?
Caleb
Like,
leads
this is
everybody back
insane.
into
This is
the
like a
central
mansion,
chamber.
like,
Geez, don't fall.
this is
Phew. And the
a
Irish
dream.
and shuts.
This is like most people's dreams
Is
to
this
have
like
this
Star
kind
Wars
of
land where some
shit.
of the attractions aren't open yet?
Some attractions aren't open yet.
Come back in 2021.
Halfway through already, guys. We're already halfway through the 30 minutes.
There is
Like and
lilac
subscribe.
on
We have
a door here.
34 more likes and we'll keep going. I don't know if we're going to do it. Probably not. But
This is your room.
we got 15
Also
minutes.
a fireplace.
And then we'll do the
Notice the
YouTube
theme.
video to finish
the
this
stained
up.
glass above the fireplace depicts the symbol of the Stormlord against a clouded background with grey and lavender flowers along the bottom edge. Hints of lightning, of course, always hidden in the clouds. This room is exploding with flowers. There are pressed flowers hanging on the
Exploding
walls.
with
There
flowers.
are vases of flowers.
I'm
There
not
are
even gonna
potted
read the
plants.
chat, 'cause I don't wanna
Everywhere. You
miss
cannot
what I'm
see
reading.
the walls in here. You can only see a single door, which leads in here. This room is far emptier. There is a simple straw
That's
mat
the end of my
up
water.
on the floor, and the
All
wall
beverages
wrapping all
down.
around it
I got a
is
little bit of an
very
energy
familiar
drink
sight
left.
to you and you.
These are these
It
natural
is the
caffeine
mural
energy drinks.
that you painted
I find they work way
for
better than
Yasha.
coffee and Monster.
But as
I don't
we
get
all sort of
headaches.
crowd in at the doorway and look at it, the flowers shift in the breeze.
Flowers for Yasha.
Just a
How
little bit, just ever so
beautiful.
slightly breathe.
Come on.
Come on.
Here's your bedroom over here. More pressed flowers surrounding the room. The bedding is reminiscent of Shohassian design. There is, in addition to the same brass tub.
Did
of
Caleb quit his
steaming
job?
water
I mean,
and
did
the
Liam
four-post
quit
bed,
it? Well, I
there
guess this is
is,
kind of the
a
job at this
terrarium
point.
Full of
So much
insects,
detail.
which are either for viewing or possibly snacks, depending on what.
Snacks.
Real quick, can I?
They're yours for the
Yours for the taking. Eat your buggies. Oh, eating our
Sweet
buggies.
And a little spicy, a little, peppery kick at the end.
I mean, good for her. Hey, don't yuck other people's yum, right? Don't yuck the yums, but I ain't about eating buggies.
Lead us all back out into the center of the lower bed chambers, and I just leave you all. I just start hovering up into the next floor.
Just
Up here
keeps
are
hovering
three
up.
doorways. On them is a small gate, an anchor, and the symbol of the Cobalt Soul.
For Bo.
Push open
Here's
the doorway
Bo's.
to
Oh, wait, no,
Ford's
no.
bedroom.
I apologize. The Cobalt.
The stained glass above the fireplace warmly depicts a sailing vessel at sea. The walls of all three rooms are designed to look like the insides of a ship. There are porthole windows.
We have a
spaced
boat
out all throughout the
room
corridors,
for
but the
four.
glass
Looking
is
forward.
thick and opaque. You can't really see through them. Oh, I should mention down below.
So
Maybe
so
not
Bo's
time. We're moving
next.
too
Bo's
quickly.
got to be next.
We don't have to be, really.
We'll take the whole game for this.
Okay, leaving home
All of
for
these rooms
UPS.
these
Michael
sitting
added his
rooms
5
that-
likes.
that-
We're up
that
to
you've seen in all these
67,
rooms have the
33
same
away. The
little
highest
rounded
we've hit in
table
a
with
while.
a stack of 5 books on
Well,
them.
maybe we'll do a little
All the
extra.
same 5 books.
Because we're down to almost 10 minutes. Maybe we'll go a little
If you're paying
beyond.
attention, if you see your side table with the 5
Being
books,
as the first
you see
half is
peeking out from
so
under it
stacked,
the,
we'll go a
the
little
same
extra.
design from the altar top.
But keep liking,
of
keep
Yeshua's,
subscribing.
briny lair. Just as a reminder.
Thank you for that.
Next, right. Pushing open the inner doorway.
Dietics.
These rooms all, we enter into a sitting room, and then there's a door to the right which leads into a unique room, and then another door past. So the quarters sort of curve around this 9-sided donut until it hits an end. So your center room is very sparse. It is a meditation room for you. There's a mat laid out here
That's the
as
end
well.
of my
On the
last
wall,
energy
there
drink.
is hanging an old
All we
yellow
got left
map of the
is a
waters and
shot
islands of the
and some
Menagerie
watered down
Coast.
energy drink.
Standing
Menagerie
before the
Coast.
opposite wall is a stone statue of the Wild Mother, who is draped with curling ivy and vine around her growing. And through here is your bedroom. There is
boat.
a similar
I want a
four-post
boat bed.
the steaming tub of brass, but there is also a hammock bolted into the ceiling here, like you're accustomed to sleeping in your sailing days.
A Ford hammock
Look,
in your
there's a
sailing
stack of
days.
2-pound weights for you to do your exercise.
2-pound weights, so Ford could get jacked. His
Thankfully.
2-pound weights. 2 pounds. It's ironic because I literally
You
just
can
said
get jacked
Ford
later,
or Travis
Captain.
is looking
Beauregard, let
more
me show
jacked
you
than
your
ever.
Room.
Push the button on the side.
Shake weights.
I push into the doorway with the symbol of the Cobalt Soul on it, and we see another fireplace. And the stained glass above it is a picture of the Mighty Nine, standing with their backs to the viewer, looking off into the hills and fields of the Empire. The same 5 books on a side table, comfortable furniture. I push into the middle room, and you see mostly empty, but there is sashes in cobalt blue draped around the room. There are 3 bow staffs.
3 bow
hanging,
staffs, cobalt.
decoratively on one wall. There is a polished wooden.
This is
fighting
my
post
this
in
is
one
my
corner
room.
with blue.
I know it's
bands wrapped
Bo's, but
around it.
it's my room.
There is a writing desk and quills and a stack of blank paper for you. It's not.
Perfect.
The quality is just okay.
It's just
The quality is okay, but serviceable.
It's appreciated.
Here is your bedroom. 4-post bed, all done in blue, of course. Same bathtub.
Everyone's got glorious bathtubs.
Lie down on the bed.
We all have great bathtubs.
We're all at the doorway. Go lie on the bed.
Go lie on the bed. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna be some sort of? I bet you it's gonna like do something. It's gonna like flip.
Okay, there is a blue like sash or rope hanging just above your shoulder there.
Why do I
Pull
feel
it
like the
down.
bed is gonna do something?
It actually slides forward. You are immediately looking at yourself in a mirror built into the roof of the 4-post bed.
We got a mirror bed. We got a mirror bed for Bo. A pull string mirror bed for Bo. Super hot. I thought the bed was gonna flip, or it was gonna like be a slide and like send her off.
I go peek under the.
The vanity of it all. The vanity of it all. All right.
Meet us outside in a minute.
Yeah, Bo, have fun. My God.
You're my best friend, Caleb.
Once in my life, I went to a hotel that had mirrors on the ceiling. And it was at a very romantical location. I went with a girlfriend. But that is the first and only time I've ever seen it. And now Bo has such a thing.
Hanging on your chain. Okay, anyway, opening the door. The doorway,
Amazing.
by the way, and the one that
He knows his girl.
Further in, have little
My God.
gemstones sort of built into the sides of it, subtly reminiscent of the Traveler's Gate.
I can't wait for this.
Too much. Okay, so here we are. We're inside. Fireplace crackling. The stained glass above your fire depicts the coastal cityscape of Nicodranus. The chateau visible.
Look
and
at
a
Laura.
Small red figure
Laura's
on the
doing like a
balcony
little
arm outstretched
pirouette or
towards the
something.
water. The decor and
Mama.
furniture in this room is not Zemnian. It is recreating the decor and design of the lavish chateau.
Beautiful. Lavish chateau interior.
Same 5 books.
What are the books? I start looking at the books. Of course I'm going to ask. I'm looking
Yeah.
at my
He's
own
talked about the
now.
5 books many
What is
times.
this book? What is this book?
One of them
Caleb,
is
the
Tusk
best
Love, that is
brother you could ask for.
oh dear.
He made her day.
5 books this semester.
Yeah, what is
Ones
this?
that we've had.
We're all reading the same 5 books. Yeah, it's our reading list. It's our
Tusk Love, you
summer
read
reading.
The Courting of the Crick.
Oh, yes.
You find something called Der Katzenprinz. It looks to be some sort of illustrated
Der
Zemnian children's
Katzenprinz?
story. Change and the potentials of transmutability, and something that
Everyone's
says
interests.
Die Volthexe und andere semnische Volksmärchen.
Ah,
It's,
my favorite.
Children's fairy tales.
The Vortex?
Oh, it's the vortex.
The Vortex. That was some
Okay,
long
so,
ass word he said. By the way, I am.
By the way, are dark.
Liam is scrolling through about
Kids get
7
their
pages of
thumbs
stuff he wrote, 1 page per
Only the
person
lucky one.
/ floor. I could see him. He is. I'm watching his face, and he is like reading a lot. It isn't off the top of his head, even though I'm sure most of it he remembers.
Caleb pushes open
He
the
is-
next doorway.
I'm
and
watching his
inside
eyes the whole
everybody
time.
sees a very well-stocked art studio. There are paints and chalks and ink and lots of paper. Still subpar, but serviceable. There are
He's been
painting
going. You
easels
guys
and
were not
canvases,
lying.
that
He is
support
almost
creation.
25
The
minutes
walls
in
here are all
and
blank.
has not
In fact, the room
hesitated.
is pure
Matt
white
almost
and
looks
ready
like
to be
crazed
revenue
by it. Look at Matt's
merchants
face.
to make it,
Love it, Caleb. Thank you. If I put the paintings in here, they'll stay when we leave?
if you wish.
If you wish.
There's
Anything
also
you
a
wish. He said
small,
earlier,
little
anything you
side
wish
table
will
in
be
this room
so.
full of pastries and a bowl of blueberries in the corner.
I will never get hungry while I'm painting.
And then in here is your bedroom. And as you walk in, you see...
I want to know Jester's bed.
You see almost a recreation of the bedroom that you just showed to all of us the night before, but it is more of an homage. It is more of an updated version of your room. It has all the same elements, but this is equal parts whimsy and elegance.
Ninja,
There
when you're
are
back,
all the same shelves of books.
let me
here.
know. Oh, there's Ninja.
The colors
If you had
of the
watched the
spines
narrative
of the
telephone,
books
you would
look
know
exactly as you remember. The windows in this room match the windows in
I
your
don't know that
old room,
word.
but since we are not in
I
Nicodranas,
can't
they
pronounce it.
are
I know the
actually
word.
all stained
I'm pouring a
glass,
half shot.
recreating those
We got
views
under 5
from
minutes.
your room. There are a
We'll
small
stop after the
selection
beds,
of
but I'm going to pour a half a
framed
shot.
art pieces on the
Ninja,
wall,
you want a
walls.
decent
I'm
break?
mirroring a few of those
I'm
bits of
capping the
art on
bottle.
wall. So there is one of a very early.
I'm gonna try to finish out all the
sketch that she did,
bedrooms.
framed in a wooden portrait, and then one of the most detailed is there. There is also a portrait of your mother on the wall.
Rubies on the wall.
3 lanterns hang about the room, illuminating.
I think all we got left's Vet's room. Did we cover everybody?
And
Except Veth?
you too also have to look at. You see your canopy bed, and it is just as frilly, but again, it's a little more.
They haven't even gotten to
sumptuous
the
and
orgy
refined.
in the basement yet. I think
But
I
want
love
you
it.
to, just like
But I
Eldad,
think we
listen to
got
Nora, lie down
Veth left.
and,
I think we're saving
look at
Veth
the
for
top.
last. We haven't seen Caleb's. I'm assuming we're gonna get a Caleb description.
It's just an endless Beauregard looking at Beauregard looking at
I love it.
Beauregard,
I love it.
Beauregard,
Endless
Beauregard.
Beauregards.
Wait a
Endless
second, is this an actual live
Beauregards.
feed of Beauregard? Oh no.
It is the same painting that you did of Nicodranas, the lighthouse in the sea, but like in Yasha's room,
The Lighthouse and the Sea. It sounds like a
painting
glorious
is
book. Like the
undulating
video,
ever
everybody,
so
if you haven't, we're almost to
imperceptibly, and as you
70,
stare at it for a
but we've
moment,
got
you
about
start to
5 minutes left. I'm going to go
quietly
a
hear
little
sounds of
over
the
to finish out the
city
bedrooms.
and of the ocean. A simple illusion.
Simple illusion.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
One room left.
One room left.
Yes. I can't wait.
Here's Veth.
It's
We
not
got
on this floor,
Veth.
though.
No, we're
I
on
get
the,
my own floor.
almost. You have to split it with me.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Veth and Caleb.
And I lead them out and start.
I
to
figured
cover up.
Caleb and Veth would be on the last
And
floor.
there
Best
are,
friends, best buddies.
3 doors here. One is just a simple wooden door, and then the other 2, one the wood is stained just a hint green, and the other one is stained just a hint. There's veins of amber running through the wood. I push open the ever so slightly green door, and we see another room where the furniture, most of it is
Halfling size
much
furniture.
smaller.
All right,
And,
everybody,
there
here's
are
the
1 or 2
shot.
chairs
While we hear
for
Veth's
people
room,
that,
we're going to
are
call it a
still
night
spacious,
after
as I
Veth's
should
room
say.
because it is almost 8:05.
The
And I gotta
fireplace is
pack
stained glass,
a couple
depicts
things and
3
head out.
halflings,
So cheers
walking up
to
a
all of
country
you. We'll
road
say goodnight
among
after this, but we're going to
wildflowers.
finish Veth's.
It is very clearly you and your family.
Love it.
The furniture, as I said, all smaller. By the fire there is the table with the books, but there's also an earthen container holding a variety of walking sticks. And all around the room are glass bowls and little open jewelry boxes filled with either colorful gemstones.
And buttons,
but
primarily
buttons.
buttons.
So many trinkets.
There is,
Trinkets and
in the same direction,
buttons.
a door that leads to your bedroom over there, but there is another door on the other side. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
I push through.
Did
and
he
you
make
see
a bedroom
child's
for
room
Luke and
full of toys, hobby
Yeza?
horses.
I feel like there's a
stuffed dolls
bedroom
in
for
various
Luke and
forms that
Yeza.
Pumpkin can take.
Because what would the other door be?
Game boards, playing cards, lots of things that you can shoot because the boy is building a habit.
Standing there going,
There is a room for Yeza and Luke.
There is a
Like a family
proper
room. I feel like there's like a
painting of the Bernato family
family
hanging
room.
on the wall. And as I push through into your bedroom, another 4-post bed that is smaller than the rest. It's the same tub, but Caleb runs over to the side of the bed, and I pull out a sliding bed from under the first.
Ooh,
So you know,
a trundle.
yes,
A
so
trundle
if
bed.
If Luke is ever frightened and wants to be at your side, he can.
So
sleep
it
there,
is
but
part
if
of our
you
room.
and Yeza
We have
ever
a
need some
room
quiet
in our
time,
room for
Bucky
them.
can sleep with all of his archery.
Amazing.
add
Amazing.
like a sex swing in here and a whole bunch of
A
toys.
sex
together, feeling
swing.
Ford, you could lend her your sex swing.
I don't know.
The
if
the
that's
hammock.
going to be
With the hammock is
possible.
also doubled as a sex swing.
Unless, everything just cleans itself every time we leave.
Everything is
Exactly.
self. It actually does. Everything is
Just let me know.
self-cleaning when we leave.
Caleb, in a burst of energy, pushes back through the group and says,
He
"Now,
goes,
this-
"Unless it
this
does."
is,
Yup,
for
it
you
does.
and me."
It's
And I
all
push through the door
self-cleaning.
on the other side
You're
of your
welcome.
sitting room, and
I had a
enter
little bit of shot
large,
left, so I poured it in my drink. We do
laboratory
not
and
waste
study.
booze.
And there is a giant slate on the wall with chalk markings already on it, and there is a slate on the ground, and there are tables for with alchemical equipment and paper everywhere. Unfortunately, subpar with their quality again, but good.
Subpar, yeah.
Good paper.
Way to keep up the quality,
This is
Liam,
for-
aka
for-
Caleb.
for myself
Miserable.
and for you.
Lacking
and
on
for
the
Yeza,
quality.
if he wants to do any work here.
This is incredible. What if I make a mistake though and create a bit of a blaze? Won't that affect all of your papers and your books and things?
Well, the beauty about this place is that it is not exactly real. So, if you paint a dick on the wall and you're not that happy with it, or if you burn down your bed,
what?
When we come back again, they will all be here.
So the place is...
And if you would rather have a sex swing instead of your bed, you will have a sex swing.
He said anything you wish will be so. So nothing is as it is? Like nothing is really real?
Mm-hmm. If you
It's
want
as we
anything
see it and
different,
usable
if
as
I
we
have
want?
Missed anything, if I have guessed incorrectly at your, you know, your passions or your tastes, then please let me know.
You guessed perfectly. I mean, it seems
very
amazingly.
It is
suited
insane.
for us.
It is insane.
Where do we eat together?
Oh.
Where do we
skipped a
eat
room. I was
together?
in such a hurry.
We skipped a
We
room.
zoomed right past it.
The dining area, the bar. There's probably like a
started to
full
lower
bar
down,
with
and I
everything
knew
we
by
could
left
ever
a couple
want to
of those
eat or
irises
drink.
closed, so as we're going down, I say, "Oh."
If we can imagine anything, it's got to be
Alf,
stocked
and
with
before the bed
food and
chambers.
drink galore.
Sorry, Liam is so nervous. There is another small wooden nonagonal. Would it be nonagonal?
Non-ogonal?
Nonagonal?
Nonagonal?
Another
Nonagon?
nine-sided room. There is a single door in here, and I push it open, and we are looking into a large, almost pie-wedged room, a shape, where it just spreads out to the sides, and there is a large dining table in front of a very large crackling fire. No stained glass here. There are buffet tables, side tables, piled high with food already.
But is
and
it
there are
real?
doors, large swinging
If the
doors
place
on
isn't
each
real,
side
is
of
the
this,
food
pie-shaped
real?
room.
Like if
But
we
don't,
eat it, do we actually get
go in
satisfied?
there too
Because
much.
I'm thinking
It's
all of
busy.
it's like an illusion. I mean, I granted it's a real illusion, if that is even a thing.
Follow. Do you go left or right? To the door on the left or to the
Astral
right?
Dreadnought.
Yeah. Astral Dreadnought.
Okay, so you walk into a large kitchen that smells instantly of baking and pastries and cakes and cupcakes and
Grinder,
puddings and
shaker,
sugars,
what's
and there
it
are
called?
cats everywhere. There are cats the size of tigers that are just
What?
large. Spectral amber cats, and one cat walks right past you. And on
What?
top of its tail is a tray of muffins, and it just walks right by.
Cats are
And
serving
little
us?
Cats go running, and you see one cat go running up at one of these wooden aqueduct slides, and then disappears into a hole in the wall. You walk into a kitchen yourself, but in here there are roaring fires and large pots with the smells.
There
of
are
vegetables
cats
and meats
serving
cooking in
us.
this
We are
room.
in a
And
magical
both
world
you,
of
as you
cats.
Are being taking in the sight of many, many cats, and all of this
with
food.
hands? Because how do they actually cook? Do all the cats have people hands?
You see another cat.
Do they have buttholes?
You
Do they have
Put it to the
buttholes?
test. You see one of the
Then
larger
they're
cats, the tail
starving.
wrap around
Yup,
the stove
found
and just go
food
and
can
go
feed
forward.
100
And another
people.
Cat's tail
If it grinds
pushes
a
like large,
grinder, if it
almost like a
already
wooden
ground,
pizza,
it's a shaker.
oven
It's
tray,
magic,
and
just
pulls
roll with
out
it.
Loaves of
All
bread,
right, just
and
roll
then
with the
just
magic.
Maneuvers and carries it and rests it down on the table.
Do these cats shed?
Yeah, I don't think a health inspector would.
Do they shed? Are they shedding all
Close the
over our
door,
food?
On the wall, there's a large blue C.
If I could get some Benadryl in my room, that would be great.
I don't know what I
Allergic. I'm
expected.
allergic to cats, and they're all going to
Above
kill
or
us while we
below
eat.
our bedrooms. I
Below.
can't remember. Below.
Below.
Below the
Okay,
bedrooms.
could I have installed in my room like a little dummy elevator
To have the
that can
cats
just
deliver food to
send
my
food
room? I think
directly up
so.
To my room if ever I'm
If you
hungry
want
and
it.
need delivery?
Already there.
Already there.
If you
If you
return to your
want it,
rooms,
it will be
this
so.
evening
He
to
already said.
retire, next to the fireplace, there is a red rope pull, and if you pull that, it will summon one of the smaller cats, and but
It
you
will
have
summon
to let them
cats.
in. So there is a little metal brass doorway on the floor, and there's just a little latch. So you just open the latch and pull open the door, and the cat will bring you whatever that you ask it.
Amazing. I love it. But this is the best Happy Fun Ball I've ever been to.
Well,
All right, we're gonna pause it there. Best Happy Fun Ball ever, because we already went like 5 to 10 minutes over. Amazing, everybody. We will. I'm gonna talk for a bit, so don't run away. Travis is badly allergic to cats. Yeah, I remember that, the Travis allergic to cats thing. Mid poop, it'd disappear. Yeah, you could crap, and I just wish it away, and it's gone. Rogue is here. Rogue, did you just get here? Because I didn't see you yet. It's a pocket dimension, a little different than an illusion. Food is real. Did that say sustenance? I thought it was sustainable. Sustenance, but Caleb can change the rooms before they enter every time. A good stopping point. Jay, I love this scene so much. I will do the rest of this. If you guys are just jumping in, I'm going to switch the Patreon hour and the YouTube video. So we're going to watch the next 30 minutes or so in the YouTube video. I'll do the Patreon hour, and then like usual, I'll add after that into the live stream, because I feel like the live stream, I'm going to look real quick again, but I feel like the live stream, it's like really short this week. It starts again at 2:26, 2:27 almost. So 2:27, it's barely an hour. So from here at 47, let's see, if I do an hour and 47, Patreon hour, and then we'll add the next 20, so we'll have another 20 minutes. I'll do the 30-minute YouTube. Whatever, we'll figure it out. But if I do 30 minutes of YouTube, at this point, maybe I'll do 25 minutes because we went 5 minutes over. I'll do like a 25-minute YouTube video, then a short Patreon hour, and then it still only leaves us like an hour and 5 minutes next week. I guess next week we'll just have a short live stream, but I'll post it early. Like I did this week, I'm going to start posting them like a day early so we could, get a jump start on the likes. And then if we hit it, we'll have 30 minutes. I mean, this is just a really short episode. This episode without the break, it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. It didn't start till 10 minutes in, and there's a 20-minute break in the middle. We're talking 3 hours total. It's just a really short episode. The live stream is going to be nuts. Just a heads up, we will all be there. I will post it early. Hopefully we hit the 50 likes. If we do, we'll have like a close to 2-hour live stream regardless. Anyway, before you go, Caleb explained that he'd been cooking this tower ever since the Shepherds. The live stream is going to be nuts. Blah blah blah. I already read that. I'm gonna have to rewatch for real. Okay, but what's your reaction to Caleb making the tower because of the Shepherds stealing his friend so long ago? Because that detail gets me every time. What happens? Vaguely. It's short, but very important. All right, I'm trying to read all the comments. But anyway, I'm blown away. I did not think this was what was going to happen, to be honest with you. The fact that everyone was saying you got to watch the first hour of the next episode, I was immediately thinking that it had something to do with Trent. That's why I was like, wait, Trent's already dipping? When we were watching the last episode, I thought that was, this is where my mindset was. Before I had seen everything, I thought Trent's dinner with the devil was going to lead into some horrible, like, I don't know, like an event. I thought like a horrible event was going to happen where Astrid and Aedwulf were going to like incorporate into some sort of craziness. That's why when they were all taking their seats at the table, I was like, I dig what they're doing because you don't want all these people on one end of the table. And I guess the fact that I knew this episode was something everyone was really anticipating made me think, because it followed the Dinner with the Devil episode, that it was going to be chaoticness dealing with Trent. Trent bamfs out like 30 minutes before the end. We had our whole little exit of episode 110. And then we led into Caleb building this world with the stained glass and having this whole tower and everything. I didn't see it coming at all. And the fact that it went on and is still going on into the YouTube video, I did not see that happening at all either. And the fact that it is so vast and like this Willy Wonka wonderland of insanity where we could wish whatever we want and it's self-cleaning and there are cats serving us food and everyone's got their own bedroom that is detailed to the extreme. I love that Travis was like, but seriously, where's the detail? Like, could you be a little more descriptive? Jay, mod me in Discord. Michael, I'm writing it in my thing so I can. because right now I will probably screw up everything, but Mod Michael. Ready? I'm putting it in my notes. Boop, done. Okay, I will make sure it happens. I'll make sense. It'll make sense later. Don't worry about it. Now I'm thinking eggs again. Not very helpful. I really enjoyed my time with you all tonight. Let me do my shout out to everybody. I'm going to chug this first. There's no shot in here. This is just, I just need some energy. And I'm on pace. We did great. Even with the extra 30, 35 minutes, I have 10 minutes to throw some shit in a bag and head out. I was saying worst case scenario, I could go to 9, but I'll be on the road by 8:30 and I got a 3-hour ride to Wildwood. So I'm going to chug this. I'm going to say goodnight to you all. Amy France, David France, Shane Barron, clever name I made. Lisa Pocky, I did not see you. Did I see you? I don't think I saw you. Did you just get in here? My moderators, Michael, Lisa Pocky, and the dude JB, I love you all. Thank you for all you do. I said Amy France. We got Azkaban. The prisoner of Azkaban is here with us. I love that you joined us. The Chimiki Perro. We had Dylan, a couple new people that were talking quite repeatedly. I love it. Rogue, M. Gormley, Mad Loath, Daniel O'Day, 44, Patricia, Patrick, Neil, my good friend. We will check out Monkey Man and whatever else comes out this week. Maybe we'll do a double feature. We saw Kong vs. Godzilla. We did actually do it. In case you guys were wondering, me and Neil went and saw it on Wednesday. Great movie. We had fun with it. It was great stuff. Callisto, Warrior Queen, Star, Colvin, Ninja Master. I'm trying to see. I hit a gap. Vero G, I might have said Adam Espinosa, the Chimiki Perro. If I keep repeating, I'm sorry, but I'm catching names on the fly. If I missed you, right down below, Emily Mary, Amelia, 44. Beep, 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 beep. If I missed anybody else, I have hit the point of no return, because at a certain point, I can't read them anymore. If I missed you, right down below, and I will shout you out. I think I got mostly everybody. I might have missed a name or two. Clever. I said clever, right? Tealbird. Oh my God, I missed Tealbird. Tealbird. Thank Tealbird for the animation of Caleb. Ninja Master. I think I said Neil. Yes, we did. We did see it. But guys, ladies, gents, I got a 3-hour road trip to Wildwood. Hopefully we don't get any more aftershocks, because I will shit my pantaloons. And on that note, is it Friday yet? Is it? Because I want it to be, so we can continue this. And I'll be home and not dealing with earthquakes. I think I got everybody. Good night.